VisionDoorNC.com.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Why did I wear green?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day tradition, if you're not wearing green, you gotta get finished.
St. Patty's Day.
Hold me close. Kiss me, I'm Irish.
All right, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, it's showtime.
News Talk Sports from Triad WSJS. Let the shenanigans begin on St. Patty's Day. I'm Jeffrey Griffin, and that's all I'll do. I swear that's all I'll do for this segment in a feeble Irish attempt. All right, otherwise I'll just be plain old me. But you can be Irish, right? This day, everybody's Irish, except for the Scottish. They're always Scottish. Everybody else is Irish. Good morning, Mr. Snyder. Happy top of the day to you, my friend.
Top of the morning to you there.
That was lovely. I promised I wouldn't do it. There, I did it again. I fell into it already. See, I'm susceptible. I can easily be led astray. Christian, are you indeed Irish?
I don't know. I think I have a little bit in me.
That's a yes. All right, there you go. And do you have on your green?
That I do there.
As well. I couldn't find a green shirt that I meant to wear, and I just went to Scottish. I'll stop. I promise I'll stop. All right. So I went with a green and blue plaid. So that'll have to do for today. And folks, you can check it out, right? We're streaming live via Facebook, WSJS Radio, Triad Today. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. We'll be with you until 10 o'clock this morning. So we got to go get green donuts today. Think your Krispy Kreme, if you wear green, you get a free original green glazed, right?
That you do.
So we can do that. Do you have special plans, Christian, for lunch or dinner? Some sort of Irish cuisine?
Probably not. Just trying to figure out what's in the fridge, and maybe I'll paint it green. I'll have a salad.
that qualifies. That qualifies as green. It's great. So now, for those of you, all right, if the kids are not up, listen up, everybody. If you would like to do some St. Patty's Day magic in your kitchen this morning for breakfast, all right, here's what you do. You put a little drop or two or three of green food coloring in a glass. Now, it needs to be in a glass. This is imperative. That's the most important part, right? In a glass. And then you hold the glass so that you can get about halfway down, you hold the glass, okay? And do this in front of the kids. And you say, would you like some green milk? And the kids will say, yeah, I would. And then you pour the milk in. When it touches the green food coloring, then it'll bubble up and it will indeed be green. And you can tell them it's part of the Irish magic. There's how you do it. It's green. Jeffrey, you're not supposed to tell. Well, your parents need a little help along the way. We got enough to deal with, right? So there you go. You could do green pancakes. You could do green waffles, some green food coloring in the batter. You could do green eggs and ham. Ha ha! See what I did there? All right. You could do corned beef and cabbage for dinner. One of the worst meals I ever had was corned beef and cabbage. It was brutal. It was a church meal. And it was like, we're going to have a church dinner. I think it was on a Wednesday night, and we'll do corned beef and cabbage. It was truly terrible. Whoever cooked that, and I don't think it was any of the regulars. I think we catered it out, and it was a terrible idea because it was really not good. But nonetheless, you could go see our buddies out at O'Brien's Deli, and they've got great Irish food. Right? They've got a spectacular corned beef. Christian and I've had that. Mm-hmm. So that was some kind of good. All right, but there's all kinds of things you could have. I forgot to bring my Irish recipes with me, but you could do the, what is it, soda bread, I think is Irish?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, there's all kinds of things that you could, if nothing else, do some sugar cookies and do them in the shape of a shamrock, which is 3, not 4. Okay, 3 leaves, not 4. And then do some green sprinkles on it. And your kids would love it. That'll be fun. All right, be sure that you wear green today. I don't want you to get pinched. And if you see someone that's not in green, I would be hesitant on the pinching in this day and age. I don't want you to get hauled into HR for inappropriate touching, because I don't know that they didn't wear green. I was supposed to pinch them. I don't know that's an acceptable defense in this era, right? Used to wouldn't think of going to school and not wear green. So there you go. All right, we are up and at 'em, my friends. I would tell you, you know what? One of Miles and Sophia's elementary teachers, as a matter of fact, she may be one of the greatest elementary teachers of all time, Catherine Davis, a extraordinarily wonderful human being. And both of our children were privileged to be in Catherine's class at Vienna Elementary School. Well, Catherine had this kind of assignment / contest every year that you had to build a leprechaun trap and bring it to school. And here was the deal. If your leprechaun trap worked, Christian, the whole class got a free trip to Disney World. Catherine was going to take the whole class to Disney World if you caught a live leprechaun in your trap.
Jealous.
And so far, I think for all the years that Catherine taught, not one kid was ever able to catch a live leprechaun. I mean, they're sneaky and smart, right?
That they are.
So I threatened for years to reach out to the Army Corps of Engineers or whatever it is, see if we could come up with something, make it a year-long project.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine would just laugh and laugh and laugh and go, Jeffrey, you would be the first. Many have tried. we did not. Sophia did not catch one in her leprechaun trap, nor did Miles the next year. So, but bless our hearts, we tried. We did try. So, if you are out to catch a leprechaun this morning or in search of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, if you find it, would you call and let us know? Really? I won't even, if you don't want me to, I won't tell anybody specifically where you found it. I'll just tell Christian and we'll share it. All right. 336-777-1600. Did you survive that severe weather yesterday? It got a little worrisome. Right after we went off air, we got word of a tornado was sighted in the Bethania community in Winston-Salem, but don't believe there was any significant damage, and certainly the best part, no injuries whatsoever. Did you hear the entire building lit up with the weather warning when it came through on all our cell phones?
Yes, it was annoying.
So I'm telling you, and but nonetheless, we all survived, I think, and made it. That is good. So today, what if we got cold weather? Wind chill about 20 this morning, and then it will eventually turn to sunny skies with strong winds. We're going to top out only about 45 tonight, increasing clouds across the Piedmont Triad with a low in the mid-20s. Tomorrow, midweek, partly sunny and even cooler, a high of 44. Thursday, mostly sunny, and start trending upward again with a high of 59. Now, in our extended forecast, by the time the weekend rolls around, Saturday and Sunday, looking at highs in the mid to upper 70s. But we'll continue to watch that and bring you the latest updates. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, don't hesitate to reach out, 777-1600, or send me an email. I'll watch it, I'll get it, I'll respond. I promise, really, truly. Triad today at WSJS.com. March Madness gets underway. Yesterday, Mr. Schneider was a bit vexed and perplexed. You could not get the women's bracket to print. Made your computer have a nervous breakdown. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you ever solve
froze.
that puzzle?
No.
No. Okay. All right. But here at the station, we are doing a bracket challenge in-house, right?
That we are.
And I think there's some pretty cool gifts. And one would include a car wash from the man in charge. Is that right?
Or sleigh wash, yes.
Or sleigh wash, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so we got some fun stuff, but that's just in-house. But what about you? Do you have the perfect bracket? Well, I have an option for you. The WSJS Bracket Challenge is your chance to prove it. From buzzer beaters to bracket busters, make your picks for a shot at a $100 gift card to East Coast Wings and Grill. And if you need help with that, Christian and I are available. We can help guide you through the wing selection process. Where bracket bragging rights meets wing night, if your bracket beats the rest, the wings are on us. That's right, on us. We're going to send you to East Coast Wings and Grill with $100. So predict the madness, good friends. Win the flavor from East Coast Wings and Grill. Enter the WSJS Bracket Challenge now at WSJS.com. Your fast break straight to the wing counter. Have you started working on your brackets, Christian?
I have highlighted the teams that I need.
Have you?
I have.
How do you feel about it? Positive, uncertain? What are you thinking?
Most of them I feel pretty positive with.
Now, do you tend to go by just the seating numbers, or is it more of a gut instinct, or do you do a deep dive research into the data and all that? What's your method?
So it's not typically like just worrying about the seeding. It's thinking about how they've played all season long, how they play in the postseason in the past, and just kind of going off tradition.
So what's their
and-
history?
Yeah.
So you would lean more to the scientific side.
Yes.
Bless your heart. So we do this at home too.
Yes.
And typically there are 4 at the old Griffin place, right? Stella May, the grumpy English bulldog, does not traditionally participate in the bracket challenge, Bracketology 101, right?
Mhm.
Normally, Miles Griffin, little booger, is the winner. It's been for several years. And normally, Vicky Griffin finishes a close second. They are neck and neck with each other, right?
Mhm.
Jeffrey and Sophia normally finish a distant third and fourth. And other people don't find to seem the humor in that. But anyway, what can I tell you? Because I go with my heart and my gut.
Don't do that.
Which serves me well. Throughout much of life, it serves me very well. I rely on intuition. Gut feeling, gut instinct. I should not do that in Bracketology 101.
No, don't do that in gambling. Don't gamble, folks.
Oh, I don't. I don't. You know, I bet you a quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be it. And normally that's an immediate thing. I bet you can't beat that red light. Bet you a quarter I can. So, you know, but whatever.
A penny, since they're going away.
Yeah, that's right. They're valuable now. They're probably worth more than a penny. But so I'm absolutely at peace with my traditional 3rd or 4th place finish.
That's fine.
Sophia and I, we go with mascots, school colors,
Mhm.
school names. If we
Mhm.
like the school name, you know, they probably get the benefit of the doubt. Otherwise, there's some schools I just don't like. You know, it's a school I don't know where they are. It depends on my mood. That might make me go for the unknown, right? The underdog.
Right.
So I have not yet made up my mind, and I don't know. I'll do it before the first 4 or first 4 in. Is that right?
Yes, that's in a couple days.
That's tonight. It's tonight.
Tonight. Yes.
I just and truth be told, if I don't know these teams, like here, the first game's at 6:40 tonight. UMBC. What is that? University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I don't know. I don't know.
United Methodist Baptist Christian College.
All right. Well, now I might have to be for them. That's funny. Who are these? These are the Fighting Christians, United Methodist Baptist College, right? What? No, I don't think that's right. Sure it is. That's what Christian said. They're taking on 16th seeded Howard. Howard. All right. I like Howard.
I like Howard because it's a full name.
Well, I like Howard. It's where Jesse Norman, the famed opera soprano diva, went to school. So I like Howard. All right. That's at 6:40. Then tonight at 9:15, number 11, Texas.
Bless. 9 o'clock.
9:15. How much of that game am I going to see? None. And they're going to take on 11th seeded NC State. So clearly,
Wolfpack.
go Pack, right?
Yeah.
Because we're in the national tournament. So you got to be for the home state kids. So go Pack. And that little weird thing that you Wolfpack people do with your fingers, I still can't figure it out. So, woo! All right, go Pack. All right. And then I think the NIT is in full sway tonight. Number 3, George Mason takes on Liberty at 6. Yale plays UNC Wilmington at 7. Go Wilmington. Okay. Wichita State faces Wyoming. That's a 7 o'clock tip. Oklahoma State and Davidson. All right, we're all for the Wildcats. In-state guys playing at 8 o'clock. Tulsa and SFA. San Francisco Atlantic. I don't know. I don't know. You don't have anything cute and funny for that one? That's a 9 o'clock start time. Won't matter. I won't see it. Auburn and South Alabama at 10. 10? Who plays at 10 p.m.? You serious? Seattle U and St. Thomas of Minnesota. Is there another St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands? No, this is the one in Minnesota. That's also a 10 o'clock tip. And the stupidly late game, UNLV, the Running Rebels, and UC Irvine at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Well, Jeffrey, it's out there. I don't care where it is. You can play that game on the moon for all I care. 11 o'clock. Are you serious?
You know those boys aren't going to school for the next week.
Parents will stay up for that game.
Of course they will.
They're the only ones.
They're not drinking Gatorade. We'll just say that.
Oh, my gosh. UC Irvine and UNLV at 11. So we are tonight. We're for UNC Wilmington, Davidson, and NC State. That's the official line. Those are the in-state kids, and we wish them well. It is 7:20, folks. We got to get on with it. Let's begin as we always do, honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Biscuit King. Fluffy pancakes, omelets, burgers, sandwiches, and those famous seasoned fries made from scratch. Biscuit King, home of the good enormous biscuit. Star Spangled Banner performed this morning by the Armstrong Youth Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare amongst bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? On the shore did we sing the midst of the deep, where the foes is home in their silence reposes. What is that which the breeze or the towering sea, as it bitterly blows, half conceals, half discloses? Tis the star-spangled banner, oh, long may it wave. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. And where is that man who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion among and our country should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge should save the hiding and slave from the terror of night or the gloom of the grave.
wake up craving the latest news, talk, sports, and weather, you tune into WSJS.com, where you listen live worldwide. Dive into stories with your favorite show hosts. Discover the latest concert info and exciting contests. Attend live appearances and cheer for your sports teams. From dusk to dawn, WSJS.com keeps you informed, entertained, and connected. It's your world, your station. Visit WSJS.com today, where news meets you at every moment.
Biscuit King in High Point and Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits. Made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a spicy chicken biscuit for only $3.69. Biscuit King. Delivery and online ordering available through BiscuitKingLex.com.
This hour of Try It Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Tar Heel Basement Systems, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Life can be hectic, but Northwest Ace is here to help you tackle any project with ease. From expert advice to top-notch supplies, they've got everything you need. Why run around when you can measure twice, shop once, and get it right the first time? As your friendly neighborhood hardware store, they offer instant savings for members right in the store. Visit Northwest Ace at 3450 Robin Hood Road in Winston-Salem, online at northwesthardware.com. Northwest Ace, the helpful place.
Them big auto dealers talk a lot about price, but what about a dealer that treats you like family? That's why I love Parkway Lincoln here in Winston-Salem.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, time for class with Teresa Thomas Higgins, going to tell us all about Phoenix Summer. Plus, I got your Wordle Clue, birthdays, and a magical musical moment. A lot more on the way on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
You might be thinking, news, talk, sports? Oh no, that means endless scrolling and missing out. But when you're tuned into WSJS, you'll be thinking, wow, I'm in the loop, catching live shows, winning contests, and planning my next concert. Good radio can do that to a person.
This right here was made for me. Just stop.
At WSJS.com, listen live worldwide and discover your favorite show hosts, concert info, and local sports teams. Tune in, stay ahead.
Why do more people trust Piedmont Trucks for their vehicle needs than any other dealership in the area? Simple. It's because of their unmatched honesty, integrity, and loyalty, serving the community for over 55 years. As your one-stop shop for new and used trucks, competitive financing, and reliable service, they ensure first-class customer care. Whether you're in Greensboro, Winston-Salem, or Charlotte, Piedmont Trucks has you covered. Visit PiedmontTrucks.com today to find your perfect truck.
Piedmont Triad area weather. A climb in temperatures in our forecast, especially through the latter half of this week and into the weekend too, will be your bone dry. Now, sunny and chilly weather for today. That high only at 45 with a gusty west wind. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low at 25 degrees, and the mid-40s returning tomorrow will be mostly cloudy. Lots of sunshine for Thursday. The high upper 50s, upper 60s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Think you've got the perfect bracket? The WSJS Bracket Challenge is your chance to prove it. From buzzer beaters to bracket busters, make your picks for a shot at a $100 gift card to East Coast Wings and Grill, where bracket bragging rights meet wing night. If your bracket beats the rest, the wings are on us. Predict the madness. Win the flavor from East Coast Wings and Grill. Enter the WSJS Bracket Challenge now at WSJS.com. Your fast break straight to the wing counter.
It's Ford Truck Month. Crossroads Ford of Kernersville is offering 0% financing for 60 months. Zero down, zero payments for 90 days on select new 2025 F-150 trucks. Plus up to $1,000 Truck Month bonus cash. Or treat your new Ford truck with up to $1,000 in Ford accessories. Get to Crossroads Ford of Kernersville today. Up to $15,000 on new Ford F-150s during Truck Month. Crossroads Ford of Kernersville, right off 40 on Highway 66.
The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina offers more than fitness. It's the perfect holiday gift. Dive into special pricing on personal training and unlock the full potential of all 13 Y locations. The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina is where community meets commitment. So give the gift of belonging and wellness this season. Visit ymcanwnc.org and make the Y your home for health and happiness.
Happy. I'm so happy, yeah.
Hey, Josh Graham here. This is News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Catch me Wednesday through Friday night at 11 p.m. You'll get my take on all sports. That's Westwood One Sports Night. And Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Josh Graham Show. Don't miss the up-to-the-minute scores and hot takes on everything sports.
Give me that. Give me that.
Because this is News Talk Sports for the Triad and the home of Josh Graham, WSJS.
Give me that. Give me that.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. It is time for class. Teresa, good morning, friend.
Good morning. How are you?
Great. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thanks for being with us. Everybody,
Absolutely.
Teresa is the director of Phoenix Summer Program and academic coordinator for the Alternative Start programs at Elon University. And Teresa, what we want to do is try to give some options to the parents and the grandparents and the guardians on what to do with the kiddos this summer. And as we hear it through the grapevine, you've got a really cool opportunity at Elon. Tell us all about it, please.
Absolutely. Parents and grandparents, please send your students, your rising juniors and seniors, to Phoenix Summer this summer at Elon. We are hosting a residential 2-week camp from July 6th through July 17th for our rising juniors and seniors. Students will take 2 non-credit bearing courses here at Elon with our award-winning faculty members. They will also have really great opportunities in the evenings to explore college life, what the admissions process will be like. And most importantly, we're going to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of activities for the students every single night, including s'mores outdoors, our Elon Challenge course, just a lot of experience and opportunities to really learn about Elon, but also explore what college looks like for students. And a great opportunity to meet some new people from all over the United States and have a little fun this summer while learning.
Now, Teresa, I wish this were mandatory for every kid who was thinking about going to college. And, you know, the fact that it's at a wonderful institution like Elon, which we all know and love.
Yeah.
As my children said, you know, at Elon, they're addicted to swings and Adirondack chairs.
That is so true.
We came and took a tour. That was the first thing. And my kids even said, you know, this looks like what a college campus is supposed to look like. And then our Miles, he goes, and they're addicted to swings and Adirondack chairs. You go, yeah, but I think there's so much to be learned from coming and having to be on your own and make some smart choices. And how do you interact and how do you connect and how do you navigate day-to-day stuff on a college campus? Because a lot of kids don't have any of that when they graduate from high school and leave home, do they?
Right. They just get dropped off and you sink or swim. So this is a really great opportunity to get your feet wet, so to speak, before you jump in.
Sure. All right. And plus, you're going to learn something too. You're going to take some really cool classes. So, Teresa, how do we apply? Does this through the website? Is it a phone call? What's the best way to move forward if this is right for our family?
So students and families can go to elon.edu/camps, and or they can also reach out to myself. And my email is thiggins7@elon.edu for any other questions about the camp or concerns, and I'll be happy to answer them. But to apply, it's elon.edu/camps.
Teresa, don't you love that email, Higgins7? Wouldn't you love to know who the other 6 T. Higgins on campus are?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, when I went to School of the Arts, Teresa, and my email address was, I think it was J. Griffin or JC Griffin 2. And that's such an intimate, and I was like, really? Really? There's another JC Griffin? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Can we just have a reunion? How about everybody meet in the cafeteria or the coffee shop? Let's all, I want to know who these people are. All right. And what are the dates for Phoenix Summer, Teresa?
Yes, Phoenix Summer runs from July 6th through July 17th.
All right. And again, don't just drop off your bouncing baby boy or girl at college and say, good luck. No, they've got to know how it works. So give them a running start before they hit the wall. Teresa, I won't name the school, but when I was a senior in high school, there was a college here in the Piedmont Triad region, and they invited me and a friend to come for the weekend. Okay, great. Part of the whole recruitment pitch. That's great. We went down there, and Teresa, they literally did tell us, you're staying in room, whatever it was, in this dorm. And that was it. Like, we had no guide, no mentor. It was just in a dorm. Like, people in the dorm were like, what are you doing? We said, we're here to visit for the weekend. And as typical high school boys, they said, well, come on, we're headed to a party. But I mean, I mean to tell you, it was not the kind of experience that I went home and my mother said, well, what'd you think? I said, that is not the place for me. I'm going to get in too much trouble there. So we want to do better. And folks, there is nothing like Phoenix Summer, a 2-week residential camp hosted at Elon University. And these are for rising juniors and seniors at high school, right?
Yes.
All right. So get ready academically and get ready emotionally and socially for the college experience. Dine on the campus, stay in the residence hall, get involved in college life. It's not too early to start learning how it all works now. Teresa Thomas Higgins, Director of Phoenix Summer Program and Academic Coordinator for Alternative Start Programs at Elon University. Thank you so much for getting up early and talking with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And go Phoenix, right?
Go Phoenix,
Phoenix. All right. Thank you, dear. We'll talk soon. Stay out of trouble now.
I'll try my best.
All right. Or call me. Call me if you need, and I'll come help you. Teresa Thomas Higgins. I like her. She's a nice lady. All right, everybody. What else have we got? Ooh, yes, birthdays and anniversaries and all that cool stuff. Who made the big list today? Pro golfer Bobby Jones, born in 1902. Singer and entertainer Nat King Cole, born in 1919.
A buzzer took a monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back, but the monkey grabbed his neck and said, now listen, Jack, straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top.
Nobody sounds like Nat. Ballet dancer Rudolph Nureyev, born in 38. Patrick Duffy, you remember? One of the Ewing boys from Dallas, born in 49. Kurt Russell from the Christmas Chronicles and 1,000 Other Things, born in 51. Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan, born in 1955.
Lieutenant Dan, what are you doing here?
Well, thought I'd try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, I know that. You wrote me a letter, you idiot. Well, Captain Forrest Gump. I had to see this for myself. And I told you if you were ever a shrimp boat captain that I'd be your first mate. Well, here I am. I am a man.
Indeed. Gary Sinise, he's done so much good for our veterans and our service members. Just what an incredible human being. Actor Rob Lowe, born in 1964, and I'll make the argument, the best women's soccer player in history. Mia Hamm, Olympic gold medalist, World Cup victor, and national champion from UNC, born in 1972. Let's open up the WSJS history book with Rewind.
Rewind. March 17th, 1956. Phil Silvers scored big at the 8th Emmy Awards.
My Colonel sent for me, sir.
Winning Best Comedy Series for The Phil Silvers Show.
Mistake, sir.
And Best Actor in a Comedy Series for his role as Sergeant Bilko.
I'll keep trying, sir.
This date in 1972, the release of the dark comedy
We might be in the mood for a barbecue.
Pink Flamingos.
And a question and answer period.
It's been hailed as a bad taste cult classic.
Proceed with the execution.
And St. Patrick's Day 2000.
I'm smart, I'm hardworking, and I'll do anything.
The release of the movie Aaron Brockovich.
And I'm not leaving here without a job.
Starring Julia Roberts.
Don't make me pay.
The role earned her $20 million.
16 is the number of dollars I have in my bank account.
I'm Brandon Brooks.
You might want to rethink those ties.
And that's Rewind.
Thank you, Brandon. St. Patrick died on this day. Really, that's depressing. As a boy, Patrick was captured and taken from Britain to Ireland to tend sheep. 6 years later, he escaped. Then later, he would return to Ireland and spread the word of Christianity as an evangelist, as a missionary. That was in 461. The Transylvania Land Company bought what became the state of Kentucky for $50,000 from a Cherokee Indian chief. This day in 1755, Anna Eleanor Roosevelt and Franklin D. Roosevelt married this day in 1905. The National Gallery of Art dedicated in our nation's capital, 1941. General William MacArthur arrived in Australia to assume supreme command of the Allied forces in World War II. This day in 1942. And in 1945, the Battle of Iwo Jima ended with a U.S. victory. And then in 1969, a Milwaukee, Wisconsin high school teacher, Golda Meir, took office as Israel's fourth prime minister. All you wordlers, you got something to write with and on? Here is your clue for Tuesday, March 17th, St. Patty's Day. Hands do it together. Hands do it together. Your Wordle clue for the 17th day of the third month of 2026. Hands do it together. Don't overthink it. It's not difficult, I promise. All right, my friends, we're going to take another break. When we come back, I got your TV rundown for prime time and late night, as well as your magical musical moment for St. Patty's Day. That's coming up on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Heart-pounding action.
Crossover, step back.
Buzzer beaters.
3 seconds, a bucket layup, good! And the buzzer!
Cinderella stories.
And the fairy tale ride continues.
Championship dreams.
At midcourt, extra pass. And it goes for the win!
Every moment, every game, every upset.
For just the second time ever, a 16 beats a 1.
March Madness lives right here on WSJS. Powered by Piedmont Trucks, built for the drive, on the court and on the road. By East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time. And by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built Ford tough. The road to the championship runs through WSJS and WSJS.com.
This hour of Try It Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
Calling all wing lovers. East Coast Wings and Grill on New Garden Road in Greensboro and in Kernersville. Kids eat free Wednesdays. Kids 12 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. Best wings in the Triad for 18 years.
Oh, you're a wild thing.
Too tough to tame? Try Too Rough to Ride. Nothing about this place lets you sit back. It rips up your tires and tears at your heart.
Let's go!
History, glory, consequences. That's Darlington, where stripes are well earned. The Goodyear 400. NASCAR's best face the Lady in Black. And this spring,
How about that?
she'll leave her mark.
Hell yeah, boys!
NASCAR weekend at Darlington Raceway, March 20th through the 22nd. Get your tickets now at darlingtonraceway.com.
Lessons from 5,000 feet in the air on today's True Commentary.
This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
They get up a lot earlier than we do. They're ready to go to serve our every need, to put up with our complaints and our children and the noise. They are the flight attendants, and they are serving. And I love going up to our flight attendants and saying, thank you, because you're the greatest people on this plane. Why? Because Jesus said the greatest are those who serve. He came to serve. He came to give, not to be served. So be sure you thank them next time you see them. And remember, it's not those first-class passengers or those big athletes or those wealthy business people on your flight. It's the greatest are those who serve. And it's a great way to share the gospel with these folks. Pray for them, love on them, and learn that lesson even 5,000 feet in the air on an airplane.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports to the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world online at WSJS.com. Looking at a high of 45 today, wind chill in the low 20s to start, and then overnight well below freezing, about 24. Tomorrow 44 and partly sunny. Then Thursday more sunshine and a high of 59. All right, my friends, what's on the tube this evening? Well, of course, NCAA basketball, the first four. That'll be on True TV. UMBC takes on Howard at 6:40. The Pack of North Carolina State and Texas will tip off at 9:15. Then the guys that play for pay, I mean, they really do in college, but you know what I mean. Coast to Coast Tuesday on NBC. The Bucks host the Cavs at 8 o'clock Eastern. Sacramento will be at home taking on the Spurs. That is an 11 o'clock tip time. Good gracious. The 17th season premiere of Seven Little Johnstons gets going at 9 o'clock on TLC. Watch What Happens Live airs at 10 p.m. on Bravo with this week's special guest, Mark Consuelos. The stand-up special, Mark Normand, None Too Pleased, will air on Netflix. The schedule also includes Will Trent and NCIS at 8 p.m. High Potential, that's a great show, and NCIS Origins at 9 o'clock. And RJ Decker and NCIS Sydney will air at 10 p.m. On the late night circuit, Seth Meyers welcomes in Tessa Thompson. Stephen Colbert will visit with Elijah Wood and David Allen Greer. Chelsea Handler and Chris Robinson will sit down with Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Fallon welcomes in Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Linda Cardellini. Do we know that person? I don't know. Derek White and Katie Boyle. So Jimmy Fallon's got a whole handful of folks coming into the big show. All right, my friends, what is our magical musical moment for St. Patty's Day? It was originally recorded in 1964 by the Clancy Brothers. Now, it is a 19th century Irish ballad, but the roots are much older. The lyrics were penned by a fella named D.K. Gavin. He was known as the Galway poet in the mid-1800s. And the song describes the adventures of an Irish traveler who's off to seek his fortune. Well, in some way or another, ain't we all, right? It's a popular song for tourists visiting Ireland. Here are the High Kings with the Rocky Road to Dublin.
In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls a tune. Nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear. Kiss me, darling mother, drank a pint of beer. Me grief and tears to smother, then after eat the corn. Leave where I was born, cut the stout black thorn to banish ghosts. And goblins a brand new pair of blows, rattling all the bugs, frightening all the dogs. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whack the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. In Mullingar that night I rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, me spirits bright, and ere he took a drop of the pure, keep me heart from sinking, that's the paddy's cure. Whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while, at me curious style would set your heart to bubbling, and ask if I was hard, wages I required, till I was nearly tired of the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Well, then I took a stroll, all among the quality bundle it was stole. All in the neat locality, something crossed me mind. When I looked behind the bundle, could I find upon me sick a woman inquiring for the road? Said me Connacht Road wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. From there I got away, my spirits never failed, and landed on the quay just as the ship was sailed. The captain at me roared, sit the door of Paddy. When I jumped aboard, I coming round for Paddy. Down among the face, played some bonny rigs, and some hearty jigs. The water blew me bubble and ran a party head. Wish myself was dead, a better far as head. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Temper I was losing, poor old Aaron's Isle. They began abusing her family, so society shillelagh I looked like Galway boys were nigh, and so I was a hobbling with the loud parade. Joined in the affray, quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. Cut the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Ra. Whack for Lally-Ra. Whack for Lally-Ra.
The High Kings and the Rocky Road to Dublin. You ready to go touring the Emerald Isle now, Christian?
Aye, that I am.
Oh, that was great. I love that. We need more. Can we get them to sit in the studio one morning?
That sounds great.
That would be a fiery show, wouldn't it? Folks, what are you doing this weekend? You got to head to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena to check out the Twin City Thunderbirds. They welcome in the Biloxi Breakers Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 big home games, 3-game homestand. And don't forget to bring your dog. Roof. Sit down, boo-boo. Sit. All right. That's right. To the Sunday game, it's Pets and Paws. The puppy dogs. Now, do you have to put those special booties on the paws to come in? No, they'll be okay, won't they?
Possible. I think so.
I don't know. I mean, if that makes your dog happy, go with it. But they are welcome at the Sunday game at the Fairgrounds Arena. Again, Biloxi Breakers are coming to town to take their beating like they should. So did I say that out loud? Yeah. Go Thunderbirds, right? Twin City at home, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the Sunday game, Pets and Paws. Bring your dog to the game. That'll be a lot of fun. Get out there and cheer on the T-Birds to victory. That'll do it for hour number 1. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to catch up with Hal Crowther Between the Pages, Mom Life, Brain Power, and Camp Dado on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
I know we got a good thing going. I know we got a good thing going.
In the Triad, WSJS remains your steadfast companion. A symphony of hot takes, cold facts, and lively debates. This year, stop doom scrolling and start tuning in. Keep your ears where they belong. WSJS. Embrace fresh conversations. We keep the Triad informed and entertained. We promise unwavering smart listening on WSJS and WSJS.com.
Thunderbird fans, prepare for an electrifying weekend.
You know we ready to smash, time for some action.
The Twin City Thunderbirds are set to storm the ice with the Biloxi Breakers at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Indoor Arena, where thunder roars and breakers crash. Friday night, enjoy $4 Frosty beers. Saturday, savor $2 hot dogs. Feel the thunder, break the breakers, pack the nest, and let the thunder roll. Get your tickets now at TwinCityThunderbirds.com.
Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars, is stocked up and ready for the madness in March. Jerry Hunt has more than 1,200 pre-owned vehicles and still adding. So many great cars to choose from. Let Jerry Hunt Supercenter help you make your slam dunk. Jerry Hunt Supercenter is your home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Check out their massive inventory at jerryhuntsupercenter.com or visit Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars in Lexington and Salisbury.
Boone, get ready for a huge night of live music. Young the Giant is coming to the Holmes Convocation Center on March 26th. Known for their massive sound and chart-topping hits, Young the Giant brings an unforgettable live show packed with energy and crowd favorites. Mark your calendar, grab your friends, and get ready to sing along all night long. Tickets on sale now at appstatesports.com. That's Young the Giant, March 26th at the Holmes Convocation Center.
We know it's cold right now, but you can get a jump on your projects with Black Sand Company. Yes, now's the time to get ahead of your neighbors. Black Sand Company delivers the materials you need when you need them. Sand, gravel, topsoil, and mulch.
Whether you're a home builder, commercial contractor, or a DIY enthusiast, Black Sand Company provides prompt, dependable, and courteous service. Weather's not an issue for them. Is it for you? Black Sand Company, 745 West Clemensville Road in Winston-Salem, where great projects begin.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to the ACC Championship game. We react to the latest in NFL free agency, the World Baseball Classic. We're also joined by Julian Council of the Locked On Panthers podcast. Be with us 4 to 6 p.m. on WSJS.
We're rocking the talk.
Welcome home.
WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Play It Again Sports knows how to upgrade your game without upgrading the price. From first-timers to pros, they turn New Year goals into game day wins. Gear up, get out, and play it again, because sitting on the bench is overrated. Where sports get a second win, they offer secondhand gear with first-rate fun. Play it again. Experience the energy of the new year at Play It Again Sports in High Point, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem. Shop online at playitagainsports.com.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Piedmont Triad area weather. A climb in temperatures in our forecast, especially through the latter half of this week and into the weekend too, will be bone dry. Now, sunny and chilly weather for today, that high only at 45 with a gusty west wind. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low at 25 degrees, and the mid-40s returning tomorrow will be mostly cloudy. Lots of sunshine for Thursday, the high upper 50s, upper 60s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd on WSJF.
When I was there, everybody I knew loved the Knicks. New York is one of those things where you just forget what a great basketball city it is. Like, there are no shows all over that town when teams go sideways.
Your daily dose of sports talk, reality checks, and I told you so's.
Yes, I'm opinionated. I make you think, though, I hope, and react. Join me weeknights, 6 till 9. It's The Herd on WSJS.
It's Ford Truck Month. Crossroads Ford of Kernersville is offering 0% financing for 60 months. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days on select new 2025 F-150 trucks. Plus up to $1,000 truck month bonus cash. Or treat your new Ford truck with up to $1,000 in Ford accessories. Get to Crossroads Ford of Kernersville today. Up to $15,000 on new Ford F-150s during Truck Month. Crossroads Ford of Kernersville, right off 40 on Highway 66.
Under the Friday night lights, Mac Allen calls the plays. His team huddles close, ready to win. But this isn't the field, it's Haviland Express Lube and Service, where Mac leads his ASC certified technicians to victory with every oil change, brake repair, and inspection. Drive with the winning team just off Highway 66 South in Kernersville. They're champions for your car and proud supporters of Triad High School athletics. Haviland Express Lube and Service. They ensure your car's peak performance.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Why did I wear green? St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day tradition. If you're not wearing green, you gotta get finished.
St. Patty's Day.
Hold me close. Kiss me, I'm Irish. All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, it's showtime.
News Talk Sports Triad, WSJS. St. Patrick's Day indeed. Are you wearing your green? Because everyone's Irish on St. Patty's Day. This is Jeffrey Griffin here. Thanks for joining us. I'm alongside Christian Snyder on this 17th day of the third month of 2026. Have you liked, shared, followed, joined us, got in line, joined the group, be a part of the conversation? That's right, via social media, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All you have to do is look up WSJS Triad Today, and streaming live to you from our studios on Providence Lane in Winston-Salem via Facebook. That's at WSJS Radio Triad Today. It is time for us to get between the pages, and we welcome in this morning Hal Crowther. Hey, Hal, thanks for being here.
Yes, nice to be here. Thank you.
Bible Belt Blues, a collection of political essays. How we're all over the place. How would you describe this book to the uninformed?
Well, you might call it a sort of a protest against the 21st century.
That's all right. There's plenty to talk about, isn't there, Hal?
Yeah, they're essays that have been published. I think the first one was in 2010, in the last 15 years, and they've all been published in different places. But, my last book, which came out, 6 years ago, I guess, it was called Freedom Fighters and Hellraisers.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all people that I admired and respected. People like John Hope Franklin and Molly Ivins, Reverend Will Campbell, Doc Watson,
Sure.
And my publisher said, well, Hal, you've written an awful lot about people you don't respect and admire. And we started with that and putting this book together, I think.
Folks, if Hal's words and if the name may be familiar to you, you have likely encountered his sharp political commentary and social commentaries in the likes of Time, the Atlanta Constitution, Newsweek, the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Oxford American. So thanks for being here, Hal. But we're really all over the place. You talk about the descent from George Washington to Donald Trump, the difficulty of finding civil political discourse. I want to touch on that for just a second. So often I think of my grandmother, Hal, and it was that same old thing that everybody's heard. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. But, I don't know that we can live by that, because sometimes hard conversations are a necessity. But has civility gone the way of the world?
Yeah, I'm afraid that look at the people in power, the way they speak about their rivals and their critics and so on, and all this new business on the internet where you have Twitter mobs and all this bullying and trolling and so on, and the whole, I don't know, the tone of the culture, I think has changed in a very unfortunate way. I've been at this for 60 years, I guess. I think that's right. I might go back to my first bylines that were paid for, just about 60 years, and I've seen a terrible decline in just manners and courtesy and respect for other people.
How has anonymity and the shroud that it provides, does that embolden some of, unfortunately, the most uneducated, uninformed individuals among us? Really, they would say things online that they would never vocalize in real life, would they?
No, that's almost certainly true. And there's now, there's a million voices where there used to be a dozen, and they're all anonymous. And back in my day when I was working in New York, the top professionals, they wouldn't even tell you which political party they might favor. People like Walter Cronkite never admitted he was a Democrat
because you didn't want it to taint the story or the perception of what he was saying, right?
Exactly. And now there's all these voices, and that's another strong thing in this collection, I think, as just how I feel about what's happening to my profession. There's no question that print journalism, for instance, is vanishing. And what's happened to the Washington Post, where I worked for Post Newsweek for a while and had an office at the Post, and that's just terrifying. I've got all kinds of friends and people I admired who were out of work.
Right, because they dared to say what others disagreed with, and so often the truth is cast aside for whatever we want the truth to be, isn't it?
Yeah, there's just, now you can shop for your truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with that's happened with the internet and with the social media and so on, is that people have a very specialized idea of what they wish could be true, and they can find it.
Sure they can.
And cling to it.
Yeah, and proclaim it from on high, Hal.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I'm trying to fight back in a not so quiet way. I'm fighting back against these trends, I guess. The book isn't all fury and negativity, but there's a essay called "Sex and the Southern Politician," which is probably, I think, worth a few laughs, because I had some insiders who ran political campaigns who told me stories that aren't generally in the public ear.
I bet.
Yeah.
And that's when you just kind of, and a knowing look, and I'll take that for what it's worth, and we'll move on. So here's the thing. Is life, or is the perception of life in the Bible Belt different than it is in other parts of the country?
Well, I think it comes from who lost the Civil War, There's a kind of a chip on the shoulder. I should explain, I was once described in the News and Record as a native of Nova Scotia. That is very misleading. My father was a judge advocate, and he's an American from upstate New York, and my mother was from Boston. So I was born to American parents at the end of the World War II, and immediately went to Charleston, South Carolina, and then to Norfolk, Virginia, where my father was stationed. So as a Navy brat, I was born in Canada, but it doesn't define me at all. Exactly.
But it reads well. It's something to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it gives you a different point of view. I've been living in North Carolina for 50 years, and paying taxes and so on. But I'm always, something of an outsider. And I do think there's a defensiveness, a sense of, the Yankees think they're smart and they think we're dumb and so on. So they reach out for someone like Donald Trump, who, whatever it was kind of mind he had before it decayed, I think that, they identify with him because he's kind of coarse and low rent. And it's a kind of a fellowship there, a fellowship of the people who aren't well bred, if you will.
A collection of political essays in Bible Belt Blues by Hal Crowther. Do you find it easier to write? I mean, do you write it you look at it later, or do you go, I'm going to do 2 paragraphs today and then maybe 2 paragraphs after dinner? What works for you?
I work in stretches where I think I'm relatively sharp. I mean, at my age, words don't pop up quite as fast as they did 30, 40 years ago. As long as I think that I'm fluent, I'll go, and then I'll stop when I don't think I'm slipping, and then go back and try again. But I usually write these, 2,000 word essays.
Mm-hmm.
They take 2 or 3 days, I'd say.
And then who do you share them with? Before you turn them into the editor, is there someone that you trust and admire and respect deeply that you know is going to look at you and go, yeah, this is a keeper, this one not so much? I mean, how do you get it from the page? What's the next step before you send it to the publishing house?
For a long time now, I have editors who know me and who trust me, and frankly, I don't get edited very much. And I am married, of course, to a novelist who has, let's say, she has a milder take on the human race than I do, and she will sometimes she'll rein me in when she thinks I'm being too ferocious. I would say that's the only kind of pre-publication advice that I usually get.
That's great. I do it when in my feeble attempts to write, Hal, I will pass it off to my wife and my children. And sometimes the honesty is more brutal than I would like.
I understand that. I can definitely understand.
Where do we get Bible Belt Blues? I'm assuming we can go to any of our local bookstores and say, hey, I want this new one, or we can check the regular suspects like Amazon.
Yes, I think all those places should be available. I hope so.
Okay.
Blair is a courageous publisher. They also publish Gene Nichols, I'm sure you're aware of.
Sure.
Gene is not a person to back down from any fight at all. Blair gets people like us out there. Great.
Yeah, we love our friends. There's something about those that come out of the that feels like, whether that's physically or spiritually or emotionally, you just go, yeah, I get it. This rings within my soul. Bible Belt Blues, what's next? What's on the horizon for you?
Well, if when you reach your time decade, you just sort of hope that something will keep flowing. Let's say if it's all about indignation, I'm still extremely indignant. That's what I have to say. And of course, these wars that are going on, it's not sometimes when you have a hard time finding a subject. They pop up almost every day, and I think I should do that. So I think I'll just keep pumping them out as long as someone will keep publishing them. And if we see it looks like a theme for another collection, we'll see how that goes. But I don't have something already on the, where it's blocked out already.
Well, Hal, stay with it. The world needs it, and we are grateful for it, my friend. Hal Crowther, tell everybody in Hillsborough we said hey.
I will. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Absolutely. Bible Belt Blues. Folks, you're going to add this to the top of your screen and summer reading bucket list. Hal, I appreciate the visit, my friend. Come back and talk with us again, will you?
I will for sure. Thank you.
Have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day, Hal. It is 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to take another break. When we come back, Jennifer Johnson going to drop in with this week's edition of Mom Life on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
At WSJS.com, you're tuning into a hub of news, talk, sports, and weather all in one place. We bring you live broadcasts worldwide, connecting you with top show hosts and the latest concert info. Our contests and live appearances are designed to engage and entertain. And when it comes to sports, we've got your favorite teams covered. Experience a world of information and excitement at WSJS.com, where your connection to the Triad and beyond begins.
Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem is offering Madness in March specials. Interest rates as low as 1.99% on many new 2026 Mercedes sedans and SUVs. Game-winning pricing on all Krauth papers on site and waiting on you. Take your shot. Be a winner. Head over to Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem on Jonestown Road today. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, family-owned and heavily invested in our community for 55 years. On select models, see Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem for full details.
Public ice skating is happening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Join them for public skating hours, no school skate days, holiday skating, group skating lessons, and party time skating, because parties on ice are the best. Visit WSFairgrounds.com for more information. Public ice skating is open at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop source for entertainment in Winston-Salem.
Every bite tells a story at Mrs. Haynes Moravian Cookies. Named the number 5 cookie shop in America by USA Today readers, it's a tradition cherished by families for generations. Hand-rolled and hand-cut and baked with love at 4643 Freeburg Church Road in Clemens. Taste the warmth of ginger, sugar, chocolate, lemon, butterscotch, and black walnut. They bake 10 million cookies a year. Discover more at HaynesCookies.com. Mrs. Haynes Moravian Cookies, where tradition meets taste.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to America's heroes. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? Go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today.
Let's do it. Good morning from Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
Bringing you the very best in local news, talk, sports, conversation since 1930. It is time for Mom Life. Good morning, Jennifer. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
All right. You're wearing your green today.
I am.
Good for you. Glad to hear it. All right. So Jennifer's ready to celebrate St. Patty's Day. And I can think of no better way than maybe go exploring the bakeries, JJ.
You know it. We're talking about local bakeries. From
Let's go.
Greensboro, Winston-Salem. I mean, I did not realize how many local places that we have come to have in the Triad area.
Well, lay it on us. Where do we need to go and what have they got? I'm ready. I'm taking notes, JJ.
Amoroso's Bakery in Greensboro.
Okay.
Augusto.
All right.
So this is in Greensboro. I have not eaten there, but it's European Artesian Bakery. It sounds like you could get some pretty good bread.
And it's good for the soul, right? I don't even got it.
I think so too. You know, as I was going over this, I have to stop and say, have you ever heard of Great Harvest Bread Company?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you ever hear of that one?
Sure.
I mean, I know it's more of a chain, but it made me start thinking about how much I miss that fresh bread, and they would give out free slices with butter. Yeah. Well, what about custom cakes? Cake du jour cupcake shop. You can do custom cupcake designs. I think that would be fun for children's birthday cakes. Yeah, you could do all kinds. Yep, create a one of a kind.
Oh wow!
Two tiers.
Okay.
2 tiers. I mean, that's if you're having a big old party. That's 35 people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For a unique type of way to get specialized. I mean, I'm not really sure how many custom cakes you've had in your lifetime.
Well,
Jeffrey, have you had a cute?
One year approaching Thanksgiving, I made the mistake of saying to our children, what is something special that you would like to have on the Thanksgiving table? And both of the children, I think they had been colluding in the hallway. They both in stereo go, "We want a turkey cake." And I said, "Okay, do you mean a cake made out of turkey?" They said, "No, Daddo, we want a cake shaped like a turkey." So I didn't know what I was getting into, JJ. I called the local bakery. I go, "I need a cake that looks like a turkey." They go, "Oh, we're going to hook you up." I went and I had to take out a loan. But yeah, we did have a turkey
You
cake.
did it.
Yeah, boy, we had it.
Feathers.
Yes.
Little goblet thing and all.
The whole thing.
The feet?
Spectacular. Yes, everything.
Was there feet?
It was a
No way.
full-body turkey.
And it was that much icing that it feathered out?
Well, that was
like
just
a turkey?
kind of laying down. Like they put it on top of the cake, so it was not 3D. It was just one. But, wasn't like a trophy you could set up. But yeah, so when you do the whole custom cake thing, you better know what you're ordering before you say
I just
it, right?
didn't know if it was a centerpiece and no one could touch it or eat it.
No, we
stayed for days.
As much as we paid for that cake, we ate every crumb of it. I'm going to tell you, over several days. That's right.
Yeah. Have you heard of Black Magnolia Southern Patisserie?
No,
They
but I'd
are
like to
located
go. Okay.
at historic Revolution Mill.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool place.
It's a Black woman-owned small batch rotisserie bakery in Greensboro.
Oh, neat.
They do fresh, locally sourced from scratch, of course. It's soulful. I'm gonna say it's got to have some Southern goodness with a flair.
Well, sure.
They've got bourbon. Like a signature thing that they have. So we're gonna. It sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. And then cinnamon rolls. There's nothing better than a fresh cinnamon roll. And okay, so my daughter went over to Paris last year, and she loves croissants. Well, okay, what better place to go and get a croissant than Paris, right?
It's the best store for croissants, right?
I did not know that that they're so good and fresh in the way that they're flaky and they're made. You don't even need to. She's like, "No, Mom, I don't even heat it. They don't cut it out hot. You don't get it hot." I was like, "What?" I had no idea that it could be that good. Like I've always thought that croissant needs to be warm.
Field trip. We need to go to the store. Field trip.
I'm like, oh, that's a whole different perspective for me.
That's right. Now, I recently had a chocolate croissant. Have you had one of these?
Oh, she does like those. I've only tasted. I've never had my ones myself.
Yeah, this had like stripes of chocolate twisted around the croissant. Yeah. I was like, it wasn't bad, but I was so surprised. I didn't know how to react.
Is it going to taste like chocolate, or is it going to have like that?
When I think of croissant, I don't think of chocolate. I think of warm, flaky deliciousness with a little butter on it.
With butter.
Yeah. Maybe some orange marmalade if you're going to fancy it up.
Ooh, yes.
So yeah, I'm still pondering the whole chocolate croissant thing, but nonetheless, carry on.
Well, okay. So, have you heard of Curbside Bakery? I had to look them up as well. They also specialize in custom cakes for all occasions.
Okay.
For wedding cakes, mobile cakery truck.
Mobile.
I mean, yeah.
You have to track them down, or they could bring it to us.
Yeah, you got to. You got to know where they're going to be. And then, of course, it sounds like they like to do wedding cakes. So,
right.
I would think that once they get that wedding cake done, they're going to bring it to you.
Yes.
Delicious Bakery in Greensboro.
Okay.
It's on Lawndale. They've got desserts and cakes. And okay, so this one in Winston, this is kind of a little go-to place that one of Angeli loves to bring us these muffins from this Gingerbread Man bakery that's right down in Winston on Hawthorne. But
I've never heard of
Gingerbread
this.
Man.
Gingerbread Man?
Gingerbread Man. He's the Gingerbread Man. And he does like vegan, but it is amazing how he can get this flavor. The flavors of the cupcakes are just incredible.
Gingerbread Man Bakery. All right. Kristen.
And what about Catchy Creek?
Oh,
you like Catchy Creek?
I love Catchy Creek, absolutely.
Yeah, that's always been a go-to for us for special occasion cakes, except for when, of course, this place she ended up closing. But there was a place that Audrey really liked to go to over in Pofftown area. But it ended up closing. Baked Just So. It ended up closing. It's so sad because she did a great
planet. Oh, I missed that bakery, JJ.
Oh, and Audrey loved their coffee because they had the type of coffee that she ordered was Audrey's favorite. But yeah, my daughter had the best 16th birthday cake from there. It was so cute.
I would drive completely. I'd drive 50 miles to go get a piece of that pound cake. Folks, bakeries in Greensboro and Winston-Salem. JJ, we'll do more of these another time. We're not done.
Sounds good.
When you come back, we will finish up. Happy St. Patrick's Day, dear.
Yes.
Go and enjoy
May the green be with you.
You as well. News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
It's time for March Madness. Heart-pounding action.
Crossover, step back.
Buzzer beaters.
3 seconds, a bucket, layup, good! At the buzzer.
Cinderella stories.
And the fairy tale ride continues.
Championship dreams.
At midcourt, extra pass. And goes for the win.
Every moment, every game, every upset.
For just the second time ever, a 16 beats a 1.
March Madness lives right here on WSJS. Powered by Piedmont Trucks, built for the drive, on the court and on the road. By East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time. And by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built for tough. The road to the championship runs through WSJS and WSJS.com.
Piedmont Triad area weather. A climb in temperatures in our forecast, especially through the latter half of this week and into the weekend too, will be your bone dry. Now, sunny and chilly weather for today. That high only at 45 with a gusty west wind. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low at 25 degrees, and the mid 40s returning tomorrow will be mostly cloudy. Lots of sunshine for Thursday. The high upper 50s, upper 60s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
In a fast-paced world, staying connected to what matters is crucial. WSJS.com brings you the latest in news, talk, sports, and weather, all from the comfort of your home. Listen live worldwide and immerse yourself in engaging shows with your favorite hosts. Discover concert info, exciting contests, and join us at live appearances. Cheer for your local sports teams and feel the pulse of your community. Stay informed and entertained with WSJS.com.
Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars, is stocked up and ready for the madness in March. Jerry Hunt has more than 1,200 pre-owned vehicles and still adding. So many great cars to choose from. Let Jerry Hunt Supercenter help you make your slam dunk. Jerry Hunt Supercenter is your home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Check out their massive inventory at jerryhuntsupercenter.com or visit Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars in Lexington and Salisbury.
Some things in life just don't make sense, like why we call it a hardwood floor when it makes your home feel so soft and warm. It's just not logical. But when it comes to flooring, you need things to make sense. That's where Heritage Hardwood Floor shines. They've been crafting excellence since 2005. Plus, refinishing of existing hardwood floors is their specialty. So, when you need flooring that stands the test of time, think logically. Think Heritage Hardwood Floors. Online at heritagehardwoodfloors.ws.
Hi, this is Todd Starnes. As we navigate through these challenging times, we all seek truth and understanding. Join me this afternoon at 12 noon for the Todd Starnes Show. Together, we'll explore the latest on politics, faith, and culture news, engaging with top newsmakers and your insightful calls.
Smooth talker.
Let WSJS be your trusted companion on this journey with the Todd Starnes Show, where your voice matters. See you at noon on WSJS and WSJS.com.
Good morning. It's Try It Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. And it is time for us to get a little bit of learning here at Brain Power with Jermaine Williams. Good morning, my man.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well. I got to know, did you get lost in the zoo?
Yeah, a little bit. And I had the map in my back pocket, and I still couldn't figure it out.
Well, no, that's because you gave your map to your son.
Yeah, that too. I tried to get him to tell us where we were going, and
yes,
he had no idea. And then he ended up not wanting to hold it after about 5 minutes.
So
then the other one wanted to. Yeah, that's right.
He's a guy. Yeah, that's the reason I wanted to bring this up. And what family did they think it was the best idea to give the map to one of the guys, father or son? We don't do maps. We just go. We'll figure it out on the way. So yeah, that falls on your wife and your daughter. That's totally their fault. So if you give the guys the map, then all bets are off. We go where we go, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. We just kind of follow the gut, follow the instinct.
Absolutely. See, I was so glad. All right. So I wanted to be sure that accountability was attributed to the correct individual. This is totally on your wife and your daughter that they let the boys have the maps.
Now listen, you are going to have to pay the price for that, my friend. When you get a Facebook post from her, I just want you to be aware. You're going to wear it.
I own it. I'm a guy. I asked Miles. It occurred to me the other day, Jermaine. I asked Miles. I said, "Have you ever read a map?" But I saw your post. This is one reason we had this conversation. I said, "Have you ever read a map?" He said, "You mean like on a test?" And right there, that's the only answer you needed. Right there, right? So I just yes, okay. So there you go. But fun times, right? You all had a good time at the zoo, and eventually you did find your way home. So all is well.
We did find our way home. It took us a little longer than expected, but we did find our way home. So all was well. All was well.
That's good. Now, as I recall, the last time Jermaine was here, we were talking about Southern sayings, and boy, you had a handful of them, Jermaine, but there are more to come. So have at it.
There are. So let me put away my my Irish accent and pull back out the Southern accent. So, a howling coyote ain't stealing no chickens.
Say one more time.
A howling coyote ain't stealing no chickens.
Coyote. Oh, you mean coyote?
Yeah, that's right.
You went cowboy on me. I see the howling coyote out there ain't stealing no chicken. All right, I guess that's true. I guess if you're occupied, you're staying out of trouble.
Yeah. Or in other words, you don't need to worry about the threats or opponents you can hear or that you already know about. The quieter ones are the ones that are always the most troublesome.
Oh, that's wise. That's a lot of wisdom in that. That's absolutely true. The ones that holler the loudest are not the ones you need to be concerned about.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, good. That's very deep, Jermaine. That's all right. Very reflective. Okay, good stuff. So don't worry about the howling coyotes. Okay.
Yes. Now, what I want you to do is don't stretch your arms further than your sleeves can reach. Don't stretch your arms further than your sleeves can reach.
This is kind of
because,
stay in your lane, right?
Yeah. So your sleeves can only go so far, of course, which is why the expression advises against actually living beyond your means.
Ooh, smart. Boy, these are deep, Jermaine. These are real deep. Wow. Okay. All right, brother. Yes. Stay in your lane. Don't do what you should not be doing. Just enjoy life as it comes, right?
Yes.
Right.
It is fine the way things are. You don't need a map to find your way around the zoo. Just kind of go with it. Don't live outside your means and get an extra piece of paper. You'll be fine.
You will be fine. I agree. That's all right. Good. All right. I love this. It's you all should take notes. These are deep. All right, keep going, brother.
All right, Mr. Griffin. You should never follow an empty wagon.
Oh, you mean like don't hitch your team up to those that are brainless and clueless, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you follow an empty wagon, obviously nothing will fall off of it that's worth picking up. Or in other words, don't waste your time pursuing something futile.
Correct. If you know that person doesn't like you, don't ask them out to the prom. It will waste their time and you will be embarrassed. So there you go. All right. Just kind of parallel. All right. I like that. Don't follow an empty wagon. Good stuff. All right. Keep going.
You know what, Mr. Griffin? That old girl there, she drove her ducks to a bad market.
She drove her ducks to a bad market.
I heard something different.
She drove her ducks. I'm afraid to ask.
I'm not going to say.
I would agree with that.
She drove her ducks to a bad market. So don't fool with people that you shouldn't be fooling with, right?
This is a fairly euphemistic way of saying that you think a woman has made a wrong choice of a husband. Woo! Another has the ducks being driven to a poor pond.
Oh, yeah, we don't like him. She ought not to be marrying him. So that's just a polite way of saying they're not going to last.
Yes.
We've all been to one of those weddings.
One. I've been more than one.
That's exactly right. And you're sitting there with the person that you went with, and you go, $5 says that they won't be here next year. They might be doing this with somebody else, but they ain't going to be together. I can tell you that. All right. And Jermaine, those of us sitting in the congregation, we all see it, don't we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There is absolutely no question of what's going on. But are you really going to be the person that stands up when they open the floor? Hey, anyone got any problems with this wedding? Nope, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
That's when you grip hands tightly with the person that you brought to the wedding, right?
That's right.
Nothing like an eye roll among friends. Woo! Wow.
Or the person or the wife or someone sitting beside go, hey, keep your mouth shut. We all know how we feel. Keep your mouth shut. Don't do it. Don't be that person.
Yes. Or that's when your better half looks at you as you're walking in and you're not going to say something. And that's when you stop and go, really? Did you really think I'm not going to say anything. No, I know. Nobody's going to leave this event talking about me. No, but we all know she is not the one for him, and she surely is not the one for her. But nonetheless, y'all go ahead. I hope the cake is good. That's what I hope. Oh, wow. This is why Jermaine and I don't go to weddings together.
Yeah, that would be absolutely dangerous. Absolutely dangerous.
Do not let the two of them sit on the same pew, no matter what. All right, Jermaine, time runs short. Give us one more Southern saying. This has got to be epic. Come on now, the best you got.
All right. You know what? This is as tough as putting socks on a rooster. Christian, I'm going to say it one more time so you don't misconstrue this one. It's tough as putting socks on a rooster.
Is that? Are we talking about a cut of meat, or is this a really difficult task, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, difficult. In other words, it's really tough and all but pointless. Like socks on a rooster on its own, meanwhile, can be used to describe someone dressed in ill-fitting clothes or someone that shows poor quality workmanship.
Oh, well, we all know those people too. So, but enough said. Where is he? I'll send him out to put socks on the rooster. He'll be back after a while. Just let him be. Oh, it's all good. Oh, it's fun times. All right, Jermaine, that's what you can do with interns at work.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that. I'm about to walk in the office right now. I'm going to say, hey, I need y'all to go get some socks and throw them on some roosters and just let them run around for a while.
There you go. And then after that, they can herd the cats. It'll all be good. Jermaine Williams and Brain Power. All right, brother, you have a spectacular St. Patty's Day.
You too, Lassie, and sting them.
Oh, don't you know it? Sting them. Go Jackets. All right, we got to get 8:44. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back with our weekly visit to Camp Dado on News Talk Sports The Triad, WSJS.
Think you've got the perfect bracket? The WSJS Bracket Challenge is your chance to prove it. From buzzer beaters to bracket busters, make your picks for a shot at a $100 gift card to East Coast Wings and Grill, where bracket bragging rights meet wing night. If your bracket beats the rest, the wings are on us. Predict the madness. Win the flavor from East Coast Wings and Grill. Enter the WSJS Bracket Challenge now at WSJS.com. Your fast break straight to the wing counter.
Thunderbird fans, prepare for an electrifying weekend.
You know we ready to smash, time for some action.
The Twin City Thunderbirds are set to storm the ice with the Biloxi Breakers at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Indoor Arena, where thunder roars and breakers crash. Friday night, enjoy $4 Frosty beers. Saturday, savor $2 hot dogs. Feel the thunder, break the breakers, pack the nest, and let the thunder roll. Get your tickets now at TwinCityThunderbirds.com.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Tar Heel Basement Systems, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Why do more people trust Piedmont Trucks for their vehicle needs than any other dealership in the area? Simple. It's because of their unmatched honesty, integrity, and loyalty, serving the community for over 55 years. As your one-stop shop for new and used trucks, competitive financing, and reliable service, they ensure first-class customer care. Whether you're in Greensboro, Winston-Salem, or Charlotte, Piedmont Trucks has you covered. Visit PiedmontTrucks.com today to find your perfect truck.
At Pat's Body Shop in Towing, your car's comeback is their mission. And Pat's Body Shop may be your next career move. They're seeking 3 body technicians who excel in hard-hit collisions. They restore rides with care, precision repairs, and honest service. From fender benders to full recovery, they need your expertise. Call Scarlett today at 336-705-9503 and become part of their local experts in repair. That's 336-705-9503 and ask for Scarlett.
Springtime winning on WSJS is a time to explore and discover fresh prizes, fresh starts, and a chance to bloom big. Make every moment a winner by scoring tickets to the hottest concerts, thrilling races, or your favorite team's game. Spring brings the bling, and winning is just a click away at WSJS.com. We're not just blooming, we're booming with fresh prizes at WSJS.com.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
WSJS. Good morning, everybody. Time for our weekly visit to Camp Dado this morning in the spotlight. A bouncing baby boy, Miles Roswell Christian Griffin. Good morning, young man.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Unexpected day off yesterday with the severe weather, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Your school year is never going to end, Miles. After the ice and the snow, and now we've got severe weather. I think you're just going to be in school all summer. So go ahead and get ready for it. No break for you, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you have a pleasant, enjoyable spring break?
I did.
We went and did some cool things, right? Then we went and played putt-putt. Oh, who won the putt-putt match, Miles?
You did.
Oh, I did. I just wanted everybody to hear that. Then we went and explored bakeries and High Point and Thomasville and Winston-Salem. Did you have a favorite bakery experience?
No, I kind of just liked all of them.
You liked all of them. Where was that one? Lulalu's and Honey's or something? You got the lemon pastry. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yes, that was over next to your barber shop.
Yeah, that's all right. That's right. All right. So, and then what else did we do, Miles? I can't even remember. Oh, you and Sophia went out one day. Y'all just went out and partied, right? You and I went and had lunch one day. Well, we had a fun spring break, didn't we?
We did.
We did. Oh, and you got a haircut, and you look really sharp. You like your new do?
I do.
You looks good on you. Looks good. And you're still not as tall as me, but you do look good. All right, Miles, March Madness is here. Basketball playoff season, survive and advance. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, so Miles, I wanted to go through the men's bracket here with you and get your picks for the first round games. Fair enough?
All right.
All right, so we're going to go quickly here, and we're going to go through all 64 teams. Actually, we're going to start with the first four in, or whatever they call it. All right, Miles, these are the games. UMBC or Howard, who do you like?
What are they?
UMBC or Howard, both 16 seeds.
UNBC.
All right. Texas or NC State?
NC State.
Prairie View A&M or Lehigh?
Let's go with Lehigh.
All right. Miami of Ohio or SMU?
SMU.
I think you're wrong on that one, but okay. On to the East. Number 1, Duke or number 16, Siena?
Duke.
The Ohio State TCU game, that's an 8-9 matchup.
Ohio State.
St. John's or Northern Iowa? That's 5-12.
St. John's.
St. John's. Kansas or Cal Baptist?
Cal Baptist.
To upset the Jayhawks, Louisville or South Florida?
Louisville.
Michigan State or North Dakota State?
Michigan.
UCLA or Central Florida?
UCLA.
And UConn or Furman?
Furman
to pull the upset. All right, 15 over number 2. All right, on to the West, Miles. Arizona, the top seed, or Long Island?
Long Island.
Villanova or Utah State? That's an 8-9 game as well.
Utah State.
Okay, Wisconsin or High Point?
High Point.
Yeah, me too. I'm feeling 12 over 5. We agree. Arkansas or Hawaii?
Arkansas.
I'm going with Hawaii in that one, Miles. BYU, they'll play one of the first 4 in, so we'll skip that. Gonzaga or Kennesaw State?
Gonzaga.
I always like Gonzaga in the postseason. Miami or Missouri?
Miami.
And Purdue or Queens out of Charlotte?
Purdue.
All right. There you go. On to the Midwest, Miles. Michigan's the top seed. They're going to play one of those first 4 in. Then the 8-9 game, Georgia or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Texas Tech or Akron?
Texas Tech.
Alabama or Hofstra?
Alabama.
Tennessee will have one of the first 4 in. Virginia Cavaliers or Wright State? Number 3 versus number 14.
Virginia.
Yeah, I agree. Kentucky or Santa Clara?
Kentucky.
I may go with Santa Clara in that one. I'm not sure. Iowa State or Tennessee State? Tennessee, another 15 over a number 2. And our final region on to the south. The top seed is the Florida Gators. They'll play one of the first 4 in or final 4, whatever it is. Then the 8-9 game, Clemson or Iowa.
Clemson.
Okay, Vanderbilt or McNeese.
Vanderbilt.
Nebraska or Troy.
Troy.
The North Carolina Tar Heels or VCU.
Well, I like my Tar Heels, but I'm not liking the way they looked in this last ACC tournament.
So, what are you picking, Miles? VCU or Carolina?
I'm gonna go Carolina.
All right. All right. Deep thoughts. Illinois or Penn?
Penn.
And St. Mary's over Texas A&M?
St. Mary.
And our final game, Houston or Idaho, the Fighting Potatoes.
Houston.
And Miles, your pick. Now, I've named every team that's playing. Your pick to win the NCAA 2026 men's basketball tournament is?
Florida.
Florida? Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know if he gets any more food at the house. All right, Milesy. Well done, son. We'll see how it all plays out. We got to do our brackets at home this afternoon, right?
Yep, we do.
Before the first 4. So you think on it some more. And if you need to make changes at home, you can do that. But he called it Florida. We'll see. Now, Miles, who normally wins bracketology at the Griffin household?
Me.
You do, right. Miles is the one. And normally who finishes in second?
You.
No.
Sophia.
No. Lord, no.
Mom.
Yes. Normally Miles and Mom go 1-2, and Jeffrey and Sophia are way in the back. So we'll have to see whether it's Miles or Mom in 2026. Good job, son. Have a great day back at school. Do you remember where all your classes are?
I do.
All right. Good luck with that. And I'll see you this afternoon after practice. Go work hard. Get better today.
All right.
Miles Roswell, Christian Griffin, and the Florida Gators. Really? Wow. On this week's edition of Camp Dado. I'm not sure about that. I just don't know. The more I think about it, the less I like it. Really? Florida Gators? I think he's on probation. You know what? And he'll probably win again this year. That's the whole thing. Don't tell him I said that, but he'll probably win again this year. I told you, I go with my heart and my gut, and that's not the way to go when it comes to March Madness. I don't think I've ever won in all the years that we've done it at our house. I've never even finished in the top 2. It's always Miles and Mom, always. So we wish them well. That's going to do it for hour number 2. Now, when we come back, we are going to begin our proper celebration of St. Patrick's Day. We're going to catch up with the folks at the Carroll Academy of Irish Dance. Then we'll have a conversation with the gang at the Raleigh Gaelic Athletic Association, out of Faith and Bagora, Dr. Guy from Boston College and their Irish Studies program, and we'll wrap it up with a sit-down with the gang from 2.5 Irishman Bakery. That's next in hour number 3 on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Every insightful discussion and witty banter fills you with anticipation for what's next. Whether you're in High Point, Greensboro, or Winston-Salem, we're your go-to for smart listening. Embrace fresh conversations. We keep the Triad informed and entertained. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American Luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
Top of the box, Petfield. And for shot, he scores! Petfield with the exclamation point! Charlotte FC has your weekend plans covered. Join the party this Saturday when the Crown take on the New York Red Bulls in a nighttime showdown at Bank America Stadium. Arrive early to score a limited edition Sir Minty basketball jersey presented by Ticketmaster. Get your tickets today at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets.
Atlantic Coast Sports has a lot of merchandise for you to capitalize on. You like sports memorabilia, it's got pro sports, it's got college sports, whatever you really need. And that's on the first floor. If you want to go and make a day out of it, get inside the batting cages on the second floor, third floor, the green room, every golf course programmed into it. Food-wise, they got the loaded goat. Atlantic Coast Sports is the place to go. Fabulous store. AtlanticCoastSports.com, located downtown area.
I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. Now I'm finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
The first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody.
Do all the fatherhoods first. Never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from the Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to the ACC Championship game. We react to the latest in NFL free agency, the World Baseball Classic. We're also joined by Julian Council on the Locked On Panthers podcast. Be with us 4 to 6 p.m. on WSJS.
It's News Talk Sports for the Triad. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Public ice skating is happening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Join them for public skating hours, no school skate days, holiday skating, group skating lessons, and party time skating, because parties on ice are the best. Visit WSFairgrounds.com for more information. Public ice skating is open at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop source for entertainment in Winston-Salem.
Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina is a nonprofit organization that has served the local community since 1926. Through the sales of donated items, they fund employment and training programs to help people find hope, opportunity, and jobs. Goodwill Industries has provided services to 26,000 people in the last year. The good they do is because of you. Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Online at goodwillnwnc.org.
Piedmont Triad area weather. A climb in temperatures in our forecast, especially through the latter half of this week and into the weekend too, will be your bone dry. Now, sunny and chilly weather for today, that high only at 45 with a gusty west wind. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, a low at 25 degrees, and the mid-40s returning tomorrow will be mostly cloudy. Lots of sunshine for Thursday, the high upper 50s, upper 60s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Afternoons just got better with more guests, more opinions, and more laughs. The Dan Patrick Show.
So you're looking for the name of a person.
What are you doing that you're not listening to the show?
I turned away for a second.
What? Todd?
I was reading like a mean tweet about something, and I lost the concentration for a second.
But why don't you read the tweet during the commercial
I should
break?
have. I should have done it. It just caught my eye, and then all of a sudden there's a question, and I'm like, 11.
The Dan Patrick Show. This afternoon at 2 on WSJS.
Calvary Day School, serving over 1,000 students from preschool through 12th grade, is accepting applications for the 2026-2027 school year. Submit your application before February 1st to receive early consideration in the admissions process. See why so many families choose Calvary for its commitment to faith-centered education and academic excellence. Schedule your campus tour today at 336-714-5575 or visit online at calvaryday.school.
The best projects start with family, and for nearly a century, families have trusted Black Sand Company for their construction and landscaping needs. From lush gardens to sturdy play areas, Black Sand Company has it all. Gravel, stone, topsoil, mulch, and sand. For the Triad and beyond, there's only one choice for quality materials and friendly service. Black Sand Company, 745 West Clintonville Road in Winston-Salem, or online at blacksandco.com, where quality meets tradition.
It's a kind of magic. Live from the Twin City. It's a kind of magic. It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Why did I wear green? St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day tradition. If you're not wearing green, you gotta get finished.
St. Patty's Day.
Hold me close. Kiss me, I'm Irish.
All right, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, it's showtime.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. Thanks for being here. You wearing your green? Have you had corned beef and cabbage? Certainly not for breakfast. No, that's more of like no, you just got to go with the green milk and the green waffles and green eggs and ham. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. All right, by the way, our buddy Jim Gaffigan stopped by, and he was talking about his Irish family heritage. This one of the days of the year where everybody's Irish except for the Scottish. We know the Scottish are always Scottish, but otherwise everybody wants to be Irish today.
Only good family news is passed along. Like if your great-grandfather was Abraham Lincoln, you'd already know that. But if your great-grandfather was the town drunk, your grandpa's likely to go, I don't remember. I do know I have some Irish ancestry, but apparently the Irish didn't keep great records because, well, draw your own conclusion. Some tells me they weren't busy sunbathing. I'm Irish, but I have blonde hair. Supposedly the only reason the Irish have blonde or red hair is because the Vikings invaded, pillaged, and probably other stuff. Those Vikings, the Scandinavians, I don't know if you've been to Sweden, it's like a whole country of Scarlett Johanssons. If I was in Ireland at that time, I would have been, oh no, some Viking lady's coming to pillage me. I guess I'll hide on this bed covered in rose petals. Hopefully she can help me put together that table.
Leave it to Jim. Only Jim, right?
An island of Scarlett Johanssons.
That's hilarious. That just makes me laugh. Yeah, did I tell you one time that I gave Vicky a black eye?
Oh, no, but now you have to tell us.
I do. So, again, like a lot of young, newlywed married couples, one of your life goals is to eventually have a whole house full of furniture that you did not have to assemble, right?
That is a life goal.
It's a life goal. So, early on, we had a TV armoire. big cabinet in the corner that we had to assemble from that place.
Okay.
That Jim is referencing. IKEA land, right? Go and get your meatballs and, get a table or something or a couch. So we were putting that thing together. I had put a screw into the wrong place. Okay. It was incorrect.
Don't we all? Yeah,
right.
Of course.
So I'm trying to get it out and I'm frustrated and I've said some things that were inappropriate and I'm trying to get that screw or bolt out or whatever it is. My hand is sweaty. Vicky was standing right behind me and I'm pulling on that thing and my hand slipped off the screw or the bolt or whatever it was. And I popped her right in the face. And I just, as soon as oh my gosh, Vicky, I'm so sorry. And she is holding her eyes. She goes, that if my family sees this, I can tell my life flashes in front of my eyes. I mean, Vicky, I am so sorry. It was completely unintentional. But yeah, she milked that for all it was worth, right?
Of course she did.
Oh
good
my
for her.
gosh. Yeah, good for her, right? So there you go. Also, just, and for purposes of self-preservation,
wear gloves.
Don't go with the furniture from that place because you'll give your wife a black eye and then your life will promptly end. Yes. So there you go. All right, but yeah, that was it. All right, folks, we're celebrating St. Patty's Day for the whole day and especially this hour. We thought we'd start with the Carroll Academy of Irish Dance. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. How you doing, Jeffrey?
I'm great, brother. First thing, I've had now, there is a deep tie here between Carroll Academy of Irish Dance and what used to be Lismore Academy, right?
It's the same school. They just went through a name change.
Got it. Because I had the fortune to be able to introduce some of the young folks from Lismore Academy at many of their performances at Wake Forest events. And these kids are ridiculously talented, Scott. I would sit there and go, Riverdance ain't got a thing on these kids, right?
I would agree with you.
I mean, now one thing, Scott, before we get into it, I have to ask, brother, and primarily young ladies. I don't know if I ever saw a fella dance, and primarily young ladies, but there may have been a guy. I'm not sure. But their hair seems so tall, and it's perfect, Scott. How do they manage that? The hair is never out of place, and they're just thundering along. I mean, boy, the intricacy and the precision just takes your breath away, but their hair never moves, Scott. I don't know how you all do it, but it's magical, isn't it?
Well, I'll have to confess, depending on what show you go to, they may be wearing wigs. That's kind of a traditional thing within Irish dance. They've been doing for decades.
Is that right? So
it is. Yeah.
I had a suspicion, but I thought maybe we were just kind of like giving the local girls a little boost. But no, that's part of the course.
Yep. The wigs make it easy. You can put the wig on, and you don't have to go through curling your hair and all the other things you have to do for a show. So,
Scott and I know so much about that, right? So we get up and curl our hair every day. All right, so Carroll Academy of Irish Dance. Scott, and this is another thing, you kind of learn it along the way. I was unaware that there was such a tradition of dance in kind of the Irish experience, but this is a long time coming, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a long history of Irish dance, of course, over in Ireland that has migrated over here to the States. I mean, the Irish brought their culture, the Scots brought their culture into the mountains, and a lot of our North Carolina culture comes out of Celtic music and Celtic dance.
Yeah, I had people, and you try to explain it. I mean, when you travel a bit and you can go, well, really, if we have a music that we call our own in North Carolina, I always hearken kind of to the Appalachian folk music. And they go, well, what's it sound like? I go, if you go to Scotland and Ireland, we're their distant cousin. We're the Americanized cousin. But it is.
Exactly.
It comes from the same place and certainly from the same heart and soul and that long essence of storytelling, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. The history, the music, the storytelling. And in fact, what's really interesting about Irish dance is if you get one of the musicians out of the mountains playing a reel or a jig, our dancers can dance to it. It's because it's all rooted in the same Irish roots.
Yeah, the same kind of meter. It's the same rhythm. It speaks to you. Now, I got to know. Now, Scott, when we learned you were going to be on the show, of course, we had to stalk you all just a little bit. But so at Carroll Academy, we do solo dancing. I got it. One person going to go out there and have at it. Then you do the team dancing. I've always been enamored with the team dancing because the alignments are so precise, and it kind of go, wow, hours and hours of practicing. But what is this other dancing? I don't know how to say it, Scott. Ceili. What is that?
Oh, Ceili.
Oh.
Ceili. It's the Celtic word for party.
Okay.
And Ceili dancing is just what you do when a bunch of people get together for a party, and you want to dance, as a large group of people. And there are all kinds of different dances, and it's just fun. It's a lot like square dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That in fact, square dancing comes out of Irish Ceili dancing and figure dancing. But it's just party dances.
So you all
think of line dancing in Texas.
Right.
It's the Irish version of that.
That's exactly right. And everybody is welcome to do it. So you all are based in Louisville. And folks, if you'd like to learn more, Carroll Academy, 2 R's, 2 L's, carrollacademync.com. But Scott, are we too old? Are we too big? Are we too anything? Or can we all come dance?
Never too old, yes. Or too young for that matter. So if you wanted to come give it a try, you can visit our website and come to one of the beginner classes. And beginner classes are free for children and adults, and would love to come out and try it. And I'd also like to invite everybody. We've started a yearly performance at the Brendel Recital Hall on the Wake Forest campus. Last year and this year, the title of the show is Grace O'Malley, Pirate Queen. And there's nothing like it in the area. If you've ever been to Riverdance, Lord of the Dance, any of those Celtic shows, this is on that order. It is very well done. It's got lighting, costumes, music, live performance with the music, and it is a phenomenal performance. And it is occurring right after Memorial Day, the weekend after, May 29, Friday, and May 30. There's one show on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, and you can find tickets on the website.
Okay, Carroll Academy. What is it? The Pirate Queen? Give me the title one more time, Scott.
Grace O'Malley, Pirate Queen.
Pirate Queen.
And she's a historic figure. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of her story about growing up in the western side of the island of Ireland. And it's kind of her story, and it's really, really well done. You won't regret coming.
Now, Scott, I must have to confess here. I think every self-respecting father at some point, haven't all dads kind of broken out into the fatherly edition of Riverdance in the kitchen, right? I mean, don't we all do that? I mean, it's par for the course, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's addicting.
Yeah. Your children look at you like, please don't ever do that in public, which of course makes the rest of us go, absolutely, I'm doing it Friday night at the game in the stands, right? You can count on it.
There you go.
Riverdance coming to a stadium near you. But it's always, I think, part of the joy, and certainly with Irish dance, is that it's a part of the way of life, Scott. And that's the reason I bring it up. We want you to get the steps right, but it's more the spirit of the moment. Grab a hand and just have at it. Enjoy the camaraderie. And then you've made a memory there that your children and your friends will not soon forget, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's, the music, the culture, it's just all very addicting. It's very family oriented. It's just a lot of fun.
All right, folks, it's not too late. It's not too early. Carroll Academy of Irish Dance. Get out there and learn more. carrollacademync.com. Scott, you got in your green?
I have to confess, I haven't put any green on today yet.
Scott, that was its
radio. I know.
Who was going to know, Scott? What do you think?
Exactly.
Oh,
I know.
My gosh.
Well, I got to be honest. Sorry.
Scott. No, you don't. No. Scott, who told you to
tell
the truth?
I will remedy that. Yeah.
Yes, go put on some green. All right. Thanks. I appreciate the visit. Happy St.
Thank
Patrick's
you,
Day, my friend.
You too. Thank you very much.
Come back in here. Scott and I are going to go on tour. Christian, you want to come too?
Absolutely.
Riverdance, the remedial tour, coming soon. All right, we got to take a break. Coming up, we are headed to Raleigh to catch up with the folks of the Gaelic Athletic Association and more terms that I cannot say correctly, nor do I understand. But Sandra Holland's going to tell us what's up next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Think you've got the perfect bracket? The WSJS Bracket Challenge is your chance to prove it. From buzzer beaters to bracket busters, make your picks for a shot at a $100 gift card to East Coast Wings and Grill, where bracket bragging rights meet wing night. If your bracket beats the rest, the wings are on us. Predict the madness. Win the flavor from East Coast Wings and Grill. Enter the WSJS Bracket Challenge now at WSJS.com. Your fast break straight to the wing counter.
Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars, is stocked up and ready for the madness in March. Jerry Hunt has more than 1,200 pre-owned vehicles and still adding. So many great cars to choose from. Let Jerry Hunt Supercenter help you make your slam dunk. Jerry Hunt Supercenter is your home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Check out their massive inventory at jerryhuntsupercenter.com or visit Jerry Hunt Supercenter, the king of pre-owned cars in Lexington and Salisbury.
For generations, faith has been expressed in the crosses and Christian symbols we wear. Now, craftsman Alex Tobo brings his old world artifacts to Windsor Jewelers. Discover history you can own. March 17th and 18th at Windsor Jewelers. This unique 2-day event showcases ancient crosses, artifacts, and religious icons crafted into wearable faith. Come to Windsor Jewelers March 17th and 18th and discover a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry to call your own. Only at Windsor Jewelers, South Stratford Road in Winston-Salem.
Biscuit King in High Point and Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits. Made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a spicy chicken biscuit for only $3.69. Biscuit King. Delivery and online ordering available through BiscuitKingLex.com.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we
prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's stop child abuse before it ever happens.
Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem is celebrating 55 years of serving our community. Come celebrate with us.
Come together in celebration.
We have an abundance of 2026 Mercedes on the lot, and new models are arriving weekly. Get exceptional pricing during this event. With interest rates as low as 1.99%, you can drive away in your brand new Mercedes today. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, heavily invested in and proud to serve our community for 55 years.
At Dario, it's more than a meal, it's a tradition. Inspired by the classic American hot dog stand, Dario has grown to offer a menu that pleases the whole family. The menus and faces have evolved since 1947. Their dedication to doing the right thing remains unchanged. When you visit Dario, you're not just dining, you're part of a legacy. Experience it for yourself at any Dario location across North and South Carolina and online at Dario.com. Taste the history, savor the tradition. Dario.
Morning, partner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good morning on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports with the Triad WSJS, the Triad Today Studio Orchestra, cranking out the Irish tunes. Thanks, y'all. That's spectacular. You sound tremendous, as you always do. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. Would you like to jump in the conversation? We'd love to have you. 336-777-1600. During the break, I heard from our buddy Dave Sorensen. Dave's been to Krispy Kreme this morning. He said it is raining donuts. Green donuts. So way to go, Dave. You go and enjoy. All right, we are headed to the capital city, the capital city, Raleigh, to catch up with Sandra Holland. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, straight from Kilkenny, Ireland. Is that right?
That is correct. A little village called Glenmore in County Kilkenny, down in the very southeast, about an hour and 15 minutes from Dublin.
All right, so Sandra,
on the East Coast.
How is your Irish geography? So my family ancestry, what I'm told is that we hail from County Clare. Whereabouts is that?
So that's that's down on the other side. That's the west coast of Ireland. Beautiful area as well. Have you ever been? It's a gorgeous area.
Not yet, but Vicky's going to take me. She's going to take me. So I got to know, Sandra, are there a lot of great natural-born Irish athletes from County Clare?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are you saying you're one? Yeah, because there's some really great hurlers. Have you ever heard of the sport hurling?
No. Well, speaking of, Sandra,
Yes.
this conversation is bound to be inundated with terms and words with which I am unfamiliar. So,
yeah,
so
I'm sure of it.
Apologies ahead of time, Sandra. But I understand you're a pro. You have done these competitions at the highest levels, right?
Oh, no, well, I wouldn't go that far, but, pretty much anyone that grows up in Ireland would be involved in Gaelic sports. So where I'm from in the southeast, we'd be, known for hurling and camogie. They are sort of like a cross between lacrosse and field hockey. Very old sport, so the GEA was founded in 1884. So these sports have been going for a long time. So most kids would be playing these sports, Gaelic football, hurling and camogie, growing up in Ireland. So, it's sort of like I don't know, kids playing out on the streets here. They play soccer, ice, they play their hockey and everything. It would be the same for us. We're outside playing the Gaelic sports.
Well, this is
growing
so
up,
intriguing, Sandra, because my children are lacrosse kids, recently acquired lacrosse, and my daughter's actually a pretty good field hockey player. So I'm curious, what's the difference between hurling and camogie?
Well, hurling and camogie are pretty much the same, except for one is male, male, and then the camogie is female. So that's really the only difference.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
okay.
But those sports, lacrosse and hockey, are probably they probably come from the sport of hurling and camogie because they're much older than those sports, and they probably most sports actually come from those old ancient sports like that we play today. And it's just great that we have it. Excuse me?
We've got Gaelic football also?
Yeah, Gaelic football then is a kind of a cross between, so it's played, the same way that you would be playing any sports. Your aim is to try and get a ball in the net or over the bar.
Okay.
So you think of soccer, you're playing up the field. We have 15 players on the field. In America, though, we only have 13. I can't really answer why, but I guess because the fields are smaller. I don't know, but typically there's 15 on the field. And you can bounce the ball and you can solo the ball from your foot as well, going up the field. It's very hard to describe it, but it's, Gaelic football would be, a cross between volleyball, basketball, soccer. It's because there's so many, parts to it. But very competitive, very physical games. I don't know, had you looked at anything beforehand with this call, but I would urge you to go on to YouTube and look up Gaelic football, look up hurling, look up camogie, and you will be astounded at the level and the athleticism and physicality that's needed to play these sports. Fitness is massive as well. On an elite level, we would be, on par with any of your professional sports here. The only thing is that our elite players in Ireland are not paid. It is an amateur sport. And it's crazy to think that, but it's all about the pride in the jersey, the pride of where you come from, wherever your club is from. You wouldn't hear of me now from Kilkenny playing for another county in Ireland. It just wouldn't be very few people would do that because you're so tied to your town where you come from. You have such pride in your jersey, your colours, that it would be very difficult. I think if it ever does change and comes to that, I think it would ruin the whole sport because there's so much that goes in behind, so much pride that goes behind wearing the jersey.
I love the story.
And same here in Raleigh. We have our club here in Raleigh, and we have all 4 codes, which is like the Gaelic football, men's and women's, and then we have the camogie and hurling. And so the same thing, when we wear that jersey, we were at the parade on Saturday. There's such pride in just, being able to march up that street behind our banner and everything. So.
Yeah, so there are clubs in Raleigh, and you can learn more about them at RaleighGAA.com.
Yes, that's correct.
There's also a club in Charlotte, and probably closer to the Piedmont Triad, we have the Winston-Salem Wolfhounds.
That's correct.
And club as well.
Yep, that's right. Tim Cronin is a fella that's over there, and they're a great bunch. In fact, they usually come to our tournament. We see them in Charlotte as well. So they're, we all know each other. We're all becoming very big. We'd be rivals because you have to have that in the sport as well. You have to have that competition, and it's a healthy rivalry, but it's a great one to have.
And Sandra, it's not too early. Like if you've been thinking about it, and we can come join, and you all will teach us how to play, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. We started off with a recruitment camp where we brought in rookies there in January, and just taught them the basics of the sport. We're going to start our in-season training next week, which is we're going to be playing in Morrisville, North Carolina. So we'll be playing there and playing for a couple of hours of training each night. And then we also have, some pre-season plans going on, programs going on at the moment as well. So welcome to join.
We're going to have to get RaleighGAA.com. Sandra, happy St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for the visit. You enjoy the day. We'll be back with more News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Some things in life just don't make sense. Like why we call it a rush hour when nothing moves fast. It's just not logical. But when it comes to winning big, things should make sense. That's why there's springtime winning at WSJS.com. Imagine snagging tickets to the hottest concerts, baseball, racing, and more. It's your fresh start to bloom into big wins. So spring forward and dive into the excitement at WSJS.com, where spring brings the bling.
Hi, I'm Jay Delsing, a two-time All-American and PGA Tour veteran of 25 years. I know the game of golf inside and out. Each week, we'll feature celebrity golfers, share their laughs, inside stories, and offer great tips to improve your golf game.
I wanna swing, don't you wanna swing with me?
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. That's Golf with Jay Delsing, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSJS.
Piedmont Triad area weather. A climb in temperatures in our forecast, especially through the latter half of this week and into the weekend too, will be bone dry. Now sunny and chilly weather for today, that high only at 45 with a gusty west wind. Tonight partly to mostly cloudy, a low at 25 degrees, and the mid 40s returning tomorrow will be mostly cloudy. Lots of sunshine for Thursday, the high upper 50s, upper 60s coming in Friday with fair weather. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Stop doom scrolling. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com. From Winston-Salem to High Point to Greensboro, we're the Triad's go-to for real conversation.
Let's go.
Dive into the latest hot takes, cold facts, and witty debates designed for the curious mind and delivered with flair. Stop doom scrolling and start tuning in. Keep your ears where they belong. WSJS. Embrace fresh conversations.
Let's go.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American Luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
Hola, amigos. Winter is here and temperatures are down. But here at Pancho Villa's, our food is always sizzling hot. Come to one of our 2 locations in the Triad for the best Mexican food. We're always excited to be partners on the Truth Network, and we're glad to serve your family all year round.
Friendly service, delicious food, and a wonderful family-friendly atmosphere. Find them online at mypanchovillas.com. Vaya con Dios.
Hi, this is Stephen Beck. Wake up, chow down, and cheer on every Saturday morning with Waking Up Proud. Served up by Foster Hobbs Coffee Roasters in High Point and by High Point University. We've got local eats, hot sport takes, and a whole lot of Triad and Carolina flavor. From barbecue debates to big game breakdowns, we've got your Saturday mornings covered. 9 till 11 on WSJS. Waking Up Proud, the morning show that feels like home.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports to the Triad, WSJS. It is 9:35. I'm Jeffrey Griffin, looking at a high of 45 today, tonight. Back down below freezing, and then tomorrow partly sunny and a high of 44. Thursday will warm up a bit under mostly sunny skies and a high of 59. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be headed and whatever you may be doing, don't hesitate to reach out at 336-777-1600 or connect with us via email, triadtoday@WSJS.com. We are headed to Chestnut Hill in Massachusetts to catch up with Dr. Guy Biner at BC Boston College. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you too. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
As well, my friend, professor of history and director of Irish studies at BC. Boston College has a long history with deep ties to the Irish community, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The college was founded in the mid-19th century to cater to the children of Irish immigrants who traveled over after the famine, arrived practically as refugees in this country, as migrants, weren't allowed, faced discrimination, weren't allowed to go into schools and universities here. They couldn't go into Harvard, for example. And so it's formed a school which became a university back in the 19th century and is now flourishing.
Now, Dr. Biner, I'm curious, when folks walk in, and maybe they're just from another part of the country, and the whole St. Patrick's Day thing was lost on them as a kid growing up, it was not anything that their family observed. When they land in an Irish studies class at BC, what are they most surprised to learn?
Well, I'll tell you, we've got a lot of people not from Irish background. I'm not from Irish background myself, so there you go. People are really interested when it comes to Irish classes, which is quite remarkable. We have classes in Irish history, Irish politics, Irish art, Irish literature, communications. And I think what they really are surprised is how much you can deal with the big questions of today's world through a little island in the North Atlantic. You know, Irish history is so fascinating. Its creativity is so remarkable that people always find fascination in looking through questions which trouble their own lives and the larger questions of our world through the case of Ireland, because it's always interesting.
What's the appeal? You know, now really, I know a lot of people lie. I mean, Dr. Pitt, they do, especially on a day like today. And people will go, oh, yeah, I'm Irish, absolutely. Let's go with the Irish. But my family really does. But other than family stories, I don't know a lot about it, but there is something magical and mystical and inviting. What is the widespread appeal that makes so many people want to stand up and go, oh yeah, my family's Irish? What do you think that is?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure we actually have a formula on it. Nobody can actually bottle the formula, right? But I think everybody finds a piece of something which relates to them in a different way, whether it's the music or the cinema or the history, which is fascinating, or the great poetry that comes out of the Isle. There's so many things happening. It's a tiny place with so much creativity and people who traveled around the world and did so much and faced a difficult history, to be honest. And I think people see overcoming that as a great thing as well. So everybody finds a bit of it. And in the end, some people just go to the pub and have a pint of Guinness, which is good as well.
Whatever works, my friend. I say, however we can make those ties that bind us one to the other. Dr. Guy Bonner, the Sullivan Chair at Boston College University. You've written books about the history, the memory, and this is one of the things I'm most curious about, Doctor. You said the forgetting in Ireland, and your books have won international awards. What is the whole forgetting thing? Can you teach me this lesson in a quick 60 seconds?
Yeah, there's no quick formula to that, but I'll tell you the real thing is when people say they forget traumatic events in their past as a community, the more you dig into it, you find you don't really forget it. You learn to talk about it quietly. You learn to keep it away from public, but there's a lot of dark secrets out there. So it's actually not as simple as it seems. History haunts us in different ways, and we all find different ways to deal with it.
What do you say to those people who go, particularly Southerners, who go, yeah, we've all got crazy people in our family, but we don't hide them away. We just put them out there on the front lawn so everybody can enjoy it. Is that true, or is it a way to kind of deflect the attention?
No, I find that quite great. I think everybody has a place, a lot of color out there. We don't want to be monochrome, right? We want to be interesting, and that's great. No, I don't think it's deflecting attention. And I think that's part of the act, that everybody's welcome to the table and everybody has an opinion, and we're not trying to silence opinions. And that's what I find great about Ireland as well. This kind of diversity of opinions that's around is always great.
Is there an assumption that many Americans have about Irish culture and Irish people that is steadfastly and matter-of-factly incorrect?
I'm not going to call people to task. I never do that. There's a lot of stereotypes out there.
Well, surely there's something we get wrong. Like, I think we have this notion that, there are leprechauns all running around all over Ireland and they're all carrying a beer with gold falling out of their pockets. Not necessarily true, right?
Not necessarily true, but you will find plenty of magic nonetheless. As somebody who likes hiking and goes a lot around Ireland and travels to different places, you find magical places which make you wonder nonetheless. You can walk by. I remember hiking in the Wicklow Hills, for example, and I got lost in the trail and I meet somebody and the man says, well, you walk by there till you come to the fairy fort and you take a right. And I thought he was having a go at me. And then I found a fairy fort and I turned to the right. So, things do happen.
Absolutely, they do. So you've held research fellowships, Trinity College of Dublin at Notre Dame, Central European University, the University of Oxford. Clearly, you're a smart guy, and clearly you enjoy working with young people. What's the big appeal? Is it the possibility? You talk about the magic, and sometimes the island is almost mystical in the way that it invites those that maybe with deep roots or maybe even newcomers, but it invites them and welcomes them in. How do you deal with young people that are so full of the possibility of what can be? How do you navigate that in the classroom? How do you kind of take it and celebrate it and honor that with the long stories and the long traditions of the Emerald Isle?
Well, that's exactly what we do at Boston College. It's a Jesuit university which believes in foundational education and giving everybody the strongest education you can get and going out to the world and contributing to the wider society, not keeping it to yourself. And that's what I find really charging and energizing, is I walk into a classroom and it's full of young, brilliant minds who constantly challenge me, who constantly ask questions, who constantly want to explore things, and are looking at how they can make a difference. And that's what keeps me going. So, yeah, well, how do I find that? I surf on that energy.
That's great. That's great. That's the perfect educator response. Boy, that is what makes me want to get up and go to class in the morning. It really does. Dr. Guy Bonner, clearly the smartest guy to be on Triad today. How will you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, my friend?
Well, we're at the university. We already had our revelries over the weekend. We had a big parade in Boston. And today we're doing for the whole university a St. Patrick's Day lecture. So apart from kind of, all the celebrations around, we're gathering around the library, having an Irish lunch together. People from all over, students, faculty, staff, people from the general public, and we're learning a bit about how people celebrated St. Patrick's Day around the world. And that's a good thing to do as well. Education can help a lot.
I agree, my friend. Thank you so much for the visit. I hope you'll come back and talk with us again.
Anytime. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day now.
You as well. Dr. Guy Biner, the Sullivan Chair and Director of Irish Studies at Boston College, one of the foremost schools about Irish culture and legacy and ancestry in the United States. Really, when you think of it, and we sat down and had this conversation, where do you go to for an expert about Irish culture? Well, it's either Boston College or Notre Dame, right? So we decided Boston College was a little bit closer to home, and here we are. It is 9:43, 17 minutes before the top of the hour. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we're going to find out what they're cooking up at 2.5 Irishman Bakery. Next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Heart-pounding action.
Crossover, step back.
Buzzer beaters.
3 seconds, a bucket layup, good! At the buzzer.
Cinderella stories.
And the fairy tale ride continues.
Championship dreams.
At midcourt, extra pass. And it goes for the win.
Every moment, every game, every upset.
For just the second time ever. A 16 beats a 1.
March Madness lives right here on WSJS. Powered by Piedmont Trucks, built for the drive, on the court and on the road. By East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time. And by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built Ford tough. The road to the championship runs through WSJS and WSJS.com.
Looking for big flavor and a place the whole family will love? Head to East Coast Wings and Grill, your game day headquarters. With 50-plus bold wing flavors from mild all the way to insanity, there's a heat level for everyone. Not just wings, though. Enjoy burgers, wraps, salads, and more, all made fresh and packed with flavor. Bring the kids on Wednesdays after 3 p.m. Kids 10 and under eat free with an adult entree. Plus, check out weekday lunch specials Monday through Friday. Dine in, take out, or order online at your neighborhood East Coast Wings and Grill. Locally owned and operated. Big flavor, great family fun.
Thunderbird fans, prepare for an electrifying weekend.
You know we ready to smash. Time for some action.
The Twin City Thunderbirds are set to storm the ice with the Biloxi Breakers at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Indoor Arena, where thunder roars and breakers crash. Friday night, enjoy $4 Frosty beers. Saturday, savor $2 hot dogs. Feel the thunder, break the breakers, pack the nest, and let the thunder roll. Get your tickets now at TwinCityThunderbirds.com.
Lessons from 5,000 feet in the air on today's True Commentary.
This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
They get up a lot earlier than we do. They're ready to go to serve our every need, to put up with our complaints and our children and the noise. They are the flight attendants, and they are serving. And I love going up to our flight attendants and saying, thank you, because you're the greatest people on this plane. Why? Because Jesus said the greatest are those who serve. He came to serve. He came to give, not to be served. So be sure you thank them next time you see them. And remember, it's not those first-class passengers or those big athletes or those wealthy business people on your flight. It's the greatest are those who serve. And it's a great way to share the gospel with these folks. Pray for them, love on them, and learn that lesson even 5,000 feet in the air on an airplane.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. The World Baseball Classic will be decided later tonight. Here's a preview from sports reporter Erica Hershkowitz.
Fly ball right center field. Rodriguez and Tatis going back. It is gone. Robert Anthony gives the U.S. the lead.
Fox Sports with the call. Roman Anthony's clutch solo shot in Sunday's semifinal, the go-ahead blast that sent Team USA into tonight's championship game. The U.S. will face Venezuela, which advanced with a 4-2 win over Italy. Aaron Judge and company will be making their third straight WBC title game appearance after winning it in 2017 and falling short in 2023. First pitch from Miami is set for 8 Eastern. Erica Herskowitz for CBS News.
Thank you, Erica. Christian, I heard somebody say, if this is the World Baseball Classic, what, every 4 years, something like that, or 3 years, or whatever it is, they play, then is it really the World thing, or is it the World Series? And then somebody even suggested that we change the name of the World Series. Well, to be typically hard-headed American, no, we're not changing the name of the World Series.
Right. It's a staple.
It is what it is. The bowl may not always be super, but we ain't changing it.
Right.
It's the World Series. So the World Baseball Classic, which is more accurately a world event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go Team USA. Who are we playing? Venezuela?
Yes, I believe Venezuela,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So, just whoever. Who wouldn't care who we're playing, right? So
Our name fits on the uniform.
Right, USA, it fits nicely. So go red, white, and blue. So
Yes.
there you go. And they'll play somewhere tonight in Miami late. And
Yes,
we'll
very late.
know tomorrow, right? Unless they play 24 innings, which they're known to do. Christian and I have been at those games too. Nonetheless, we wish Team USA well. All right, folks, it's St. Patrick's Day, and we've got Niall Duffy. Good morning, Niall. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. How are you? Thanks so much for having me.
Niall, 2.5 Irishmen. This is a bakery, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're based in Richmond and a little bit north of you. We've been in business for about 11 years, just after I moved over here.
All right, Niall. So where's home?
Home is in Galway, the west of Ireland. I don't know if you've ever been, but if you're looking at it, Ireland looks a bit like a teddy bear, and we're in the left paw.
No, we all pretend like we know our Irish geography, but we don't. So you say Galway, we recognize the name, we know the song, we go, oh yeah, it's great, it's beautiful there, it's beautiful. But Niall, glad you made your way over here. So you're in Richmond, Virginia. That's close enough. We could come visit. You up for that?
Great, anytime you'd like.
Now, this is a family-operated Irish bakery. So now I was looking, and folks, the website, traditionalirishbaking.com. That's right, isn't it, Niall?
It is, yeah. Thank you.
Yes. I want to be sure we get it. Traditionalirishbaking.com. So Irish breads, scones. Niall, I must confess, maybe I've just never had a good one. I'm not a scone guy. So you have to persuade me on that. But you said seasonal treats, and you all bring stuff in from the Emerald Isle as well as what you make on your own, don't you?
We do, yeah. There's some things that would be very Irish, like we don't call them chips, we call them crisps, and we bags of crisps by a company called Tato, that go back about 150 years. And there's some for America that might sound like a bit of a strange flavor, but the most famous one is a cheese and onion. And so we bring those in. We bring in Irish chocolate and some from Britain as well, and cookies and tea, Irish tea, and a few other things as well. But it depends on the time of year. But around this time of year, we bring in lots because we'd have a lot of gift boxes gone out and things like that.
Niall, did you say cheese and onion, brother?
Yeah, cheese and onion.
Cheese. I love onions. All right, so crisp. Christian, add that to the list. We need some cheese and onion crisps. All right, so Niall, quickly, let's talk about these Irish breads. What's the difference? Guinness, was it treacle bread? Treacle bread? How do you say it?
Treacle. A treacle is the same as molasses. So it's an old-fashioned one. And Guinness acts like a yeast to raise the bread. So it's an old-fashioned, very dark brown bread. And we put in some applesauce and porridge oats into it as well. And you usually eat it in the morning at home or with a meal with some butter. It's a slightly sweet bread, but it's not a cake or anything. But
keep going, Niall. I'm already in love with it. This sounds delicious. Yeah, we've also got brown soda bread. What's that?
Soda bread would be the traditional one that goes back about to the early 1800s. And it only has 4 ingredients. So you only have whole wheat flour, a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of salt, and then buttermilk. Or if you don't have buttermilk, you can just use a little bit of milk and put some lemon into it, and it sours it. But it's it goes back to the time just before the famine, where actually Ireland was still part of Britain, and they tried to come up with a cheap way of leavening bread to feed the Irish or feed the poor classes. And they came up, there was a competition in a Belfast newspaper, and this particular recipe came out on top. And it goes back then, it comes forward then, and it was listed in a book called the Virginia Cookbook. So it's associated with Virginia as well, because there's some camps that say that that the method came from Native Americans used to use potash to leaven bread. I'm not sure if that had made its way over to Ireland, or if maybe someone who put in for this competition that if that was part of their reasoning, but there's some association there.
How about that? See, you learn all kinds of cool stuff on the show. And then I dial again, forgive me, I don't know how to say it. Blah bread or blay bread? What's this?
Blah. That's a 300-year-old bread, and it goes back to the time we call them Huguenots. You call them Huguenots, but they came over to Ireland and they made this about 300 years ago. And they used blah is two French words that came together over centuries for white flour. And it's only associated with one town in the southeast of the country called Waterford, and you have to have a license to use the name. It's protected in the same way as the word champagne is protected. The word champagne, if it's not from the Champagne area, you can't call it champagne. So it's the same with the word blah. It's a protected name. So within Europe, so we use it over here, but people like them. Yeah.
All right. So now, with all the cakes, all the breads, all the sweet treats, all the scones, all the pastries, it's the impossible question, Niall Duffy. What is your favorite?
I think there is one that we make called a tea brock, and it's called a boring brock. And it's an old-fashioned Irish one again, and it's made it takes about 3 or 4 days to make it correctly. And it goes back to the time when people were working in the fields, and they used to have maybe an apple, or there might be something left, or maybe a crust left over, and they used to drink tea made with tea leaves. And so at the end of a meal, if there was tea left over, it was put in the bucket, and any leftovers were put in the bucket, and it was the tea preserved it, and then it was baked with some sugar at the end of the week, and that was called a tea brack. Now, we don't do that now. We don't throw tea in a bucket, but what we do is we soak fruit in tea, really black, dark tea, and we leave it in a fridge for 3 or 4 days with some brown sugar, with very strong tea bags. And then we take out the tea bags and we bake it with some eggs and some baking powder and some flour, and add some cinnamon and nutmeg and cloves. And it's called a tea brack. And every house in Ireland will have their own version of it, and you can buy it in any store. But the one I grew up with had cherries and almonds, and the one when I came over here I started making was a Turkish fig and apricot, just something different. And that works really well. But it takes 3 or 4 days to make it. So we usually start making it on a Tuesday, and then we bake it maybe on a Friday or Saturday. And it has a very long lifespan because the tannins in the tea helps preserve it.
Lord,
but I think that's my favorite one.
Please let Niall Duffy be my next door neighbor. Please let this happen at some point in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be at Niall's house all the time. What are we doing today, Niall? He's going, Jeffrey, go home. Oh, this is so good. TraditionalIrishBaking.com. 2.5 Irishmen. Niall, thanks so much, and happy St. Patrick's Day, my friend.
Thank you very, very much. It's lovely to talk to you.
Hey, we have appreciated the lesson. This has been great. We're going to come see you now, so we'll be in touch. Enjoy the day, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Folks, that's going to do it for the big show. We got to get out of the way. Brian Kilmeade is coming up next. Christian and I'll see you bright and early, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Have a great St. Patty's Day. News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Life's rhythm is ever-changing, and staying connected can be a challenge.